Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Frederick, aka Vinny, alongside here with my co-host Israel Hernandez, aka Izzy.
What's up, brother? How's it going?
Everything's going good. Everything's going good. We are live here
Thank God.
today on the Break Room Podcast, Episode 4. Brother, I'm gonna tell you this right now. We got a lot to talk about. I'm not even gonna lie to you. We got a lot to talk about. First thing, we definitely want to go over, what's going on right now in the baseball world, the football world, and the basketball world. But before we do go over that, I just want to let everybody know that does watch this podcast that starting from this podcast on, we will have chapters so you can jump through. If you don't care about baseball, you can skip to football. If you don't care about football but you like baseball and basketball, you can watch baseball and then skip straight to basketball. If you don't care or give a damn about anything other than basketball, you can skip straight to it. All the markers are going to be down below in the description. So I just want to let you guys know that prior to us starting, that from this point going forward, you're going to be able to pick, choose, and refuse with what you want to do. All right. On that note, brother, the first thing that I want to go over right now, the World Series. We're gonna start with baseball today. We're gonna switch it up. I know normally we usually start with football, but we're gonna end this week with football. So we're gonna go baseball, basketball, and then football at the end of everything. So brother, I know it's not the Yankees. I know we don't really care like that much,
Yeah.
but what is going on? I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I'm not a fan of the Phillies. I'm not a fan of the Astros. I fucking hate the Astros, to be honest with you. I'm more of a fan of the
Facts.
Phillies. But yo, this World Series is looking kind of tough, bro.
The two teams are looking good. It looks like the Astros are back to being human because now all of a sudden the pitchers are getting hit, and now all of a sudden, now Lance McCullers comes out as he is tipping his pitches.
Yeah,
So maybe Philly saw something. I don't know, but that's what the word on the street is right now.
I mean,
So
it's looking
I
like
mean, hey, good for Philly. Do you know who Philly's manager is though?
no, I don't know who the Phillies manager is.
Okay, so let me tell you. Philly's manager at the beginning of the season was none other than Joe Girardi. Philly's bench coach, now manager or interim manager, whatever you want to call it, is Rob Thompson. Rob Thompson was on that 2009 World Series Yankee team. He was the bench coach. What the hell are we doing, Brian Cashman? You're telling me the dude that's taken the Phillies to the World Series was on your staff. What are we doing, man? It's just, sorry. I'm sorry to bring it back to the Yankees. I know I should be focusing on Houston and Phillies, but
No,
I'm
I
really
mean,
upset about everything that's going on. I think the Yankees need a big shakeup, man.
I think they do
Sorry.
too, bro. I think they do too. Honestly speaking, when you look at it, you've got guys that are freaking coming through the Yankees organization and really showing that they can actually coach and manage and do what they're supposed to be doing and get things out of players that they're normally not getting. And we just let these guys walk
Yeah,
out the door for no fucking
100%,
reason, for no
100%,
reason.
100%,
And that's
100%.
frustrating to me, man. It just frustrates the hell out of me. So I completely understand where you're coming from with that because that shouldn't be happening. We should be growing, looking at these guys. We should be, interviewing them. We should be
Mhm.
seeing how they act. We should ask the players, hey, listen, do you think this guy's a good guy? This, that, and the other.
Yeah,
And then from there, we
exactly,
should make our
exactly.
moves. You know what I mean? Like I feel like that's
Exactly.
how
I
we
mean,
should be.
instead of going after, let me go after the dude that hit a home run against the Red Sox to take the Yankees to the World Series. No, man, let's go see what you got first before you go do something like that, man.
That's a fact.
Uh Whatever, man. It's just whatever. So, big props to Rob Thompson. He's doing his thing right now in the World Series. He's got Bryce Harper, he's got a superstar playing hot at the right time, and that's very important to a team in the playoffs. So kudos to them.
Kudos.
Their pitching is doing phenomenal. Aaron Nola is out there. He's doing what he's supposed to do. And right now it's a tough. I mean, what is it? Tied 2-2 right now. So
Yeah.
it's a good World Series, good playoffs, and it's.
You know,
it's not my cup of tea. I really care less about these two teams.
I get it, man. I get it. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, New York is New York. You know what I mean? The only reason I would watch the Mets in the World Series, and the only reason I did watch the Mets in the World Series was to shit on them. Because at the end of the day, I wanted to shit on their fans. You know what I mean? Like it's New York. I'm there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Of
You
course,
know?
I got family and friends that root for the Mets. I could care less about them, but yeah. If the Mets were in the World Series, I'd check the score
Of course.
there, here and
Of
there.
course.
But right now, I check the score here and there to see if the Astros are losing. That's all I really care about
That's
right
the
now.
main thing. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, I feel like the team under the most pressure right now, they are the Houston Astros. I think that they're under the most pressure to win. I think they're under more of a microscope just because of the whole cheating situation, and you know Dusty Baker bringing them out of that. Like I feel like they are trying to prove that they can win legitimately, and I feel like the Phillies are playing with house money. And
Oh yeah, nobody expected him to be there. You got a loaded division over there in the NL East, top heavy with
hell
the
yeah,
Atlanta Braves and the Mets, and you did not expect the Phillies to do what they did. So like you said, they're playing with house money, and
that's good.
kudos, congrats to them. Big
You,
congrats.
you know, so basically, you know, if there's anything that I learned, you know, from these first 4 games about each team, is I've learned that the Phillies have that fucking dog in them. I think that they want all the smoke with the Astros, and they actually did that in game 1. They were down 5 runs, came back, smoked them, beat the fuck out of Verlander. By the way, Verlander, fuck you, dude. You know what I mean? You want to be sticking your middle finger out of buses at fans and things, thinking you're cool. Nobody likes you, dude. You're a dick.
Again, yeah.
Nobody
The
likes you.
Phillies work the count, bro.
That's
You
exactly what
know,
they did. You know what I mean? And then, you know, that dude Real Muto, you know, he had that home run in the 10th inning to win that game. You know, and I'm gonna be honest with you. There's a couple things that the Phillies do that I really do like. You know, when you sit down and watch the game, Ranger Suarez came in. You know, got a couple outs, some big outs in game 1. And I think that dude's got ice in his veins. He's cold-blooded. And, you know, in a tough pressure situation, he came in and shut the Astros down. And then another thing that I think that they did that was really cool, especially him, you know, we all talk about the bat flip. You hit a home run. You know what I mean? You look around, you throw your bat, and you like, yeah, you the man. My man Ranger Suarez made it a fantastic fucking play to get I think it was Alex Bregman out. Alex Bregman hit the ball. My man grabbed it, took the ball, flipped it out of his glove to his hand, and just lollipopped it over to first base. Like, yeah, you're too slow. I'm too good. Shut the fuck up. I thought that was badass. You know what I mean? He wasn't rushing. He wasn't doing anything. Like, he just knew how good he was. It reminded me of when Cliff Lee did that shit where he just, like, casually caught the ball back in the day.
Yeah.
I thought that was fucking dope.
Nonchalant play.
Yeah.
Do you remember how Robbie used to play second base?
Oh,
That's
bro.
what it reminded me
Yeah,
of.
it does.
Nonchalant. Like it comes easy, it came easy to him. That's
Yeah,
what it looked like
I
to me.
thought that was fucking dope.
It was pretty dope, yeah.
And then at the end of the game, my man Nick Castellanos lifting up his shirt, showing that he didn't have a wire. I thought that was a straight shot. Straight shot.
Shots fired.
Shots fired.
Yeah, nobody forgets. Nobody forgets,
That's
man.
a fact, bro.
Nobody forgets what happened in 2017. You cheated. You got away with it. They let you walk away with that World Series, which you did not earn
at all.
And it shows you that the players remember.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean?
That's
because if Major League Baseball wants to forget about it, and not, I understand they don't want that, that bad, mark on them. Like, oh, we let this happen under our noses and everything. I get that, but the players ain't gonna forget about it.
Nah.
And I like that. I like that too.
Yeah, I like that a lot, bro. Because I know that if I was playing baseball, I wouldn't forget about it. I'd be like, yeah, we good. We good. We about to find out.
That's what also pisses me off with the Yankees. Like, don't y'all want to beat these dudes?
Fact, bro. I mean? Like, they don't show no heart. And I was gonna get to that too, bro.
Like Judge, man. Like, Altuve stole MVP from you. You cheated. Dude cheated in 17. You know what I mean? Like, that was supposed to be his first MVP. That was supposed to be the Yankees maybe his first World Series. You know what I mean? Like, it cheated you, bro. Like, why aren't you out there like
you're supposed to have that?
Dudes,
you're supposed to have that fire, dogs. Say what you want to say, bro. Say what
fuck
you want
these
to
niggas,
say.
man.
Say what you want to say, bro. Derek Jeter had that fire, bro. Like he had no problem just looking at you. You know, and
Oh, he had them niggas on that team, man.
I'm
I
not gonna
mean,
lie to
like
you.
he had that nigga Jorge Posada on that team, and that nigga
Yeah,
would play games.
I'm
You
not
know what
gonna
I mean?
lie to you. Jorge was ready too, but I'm just saying, like in general, like you know, if you told him some slick shit or if he felt like you cheated him, like he would give you that look, all right, motherfucker, like don't even talk to me. I'm about to bust your ass. Like he had that in him.
Anytime anybody showed up, Jeter, he had that.
Yeah, he was
All right.
ready. He was like, all right, you want? All right, bet I got you. I got something for that ass.
And he didn't
I
have to
like
hit a
that.
home run to do it.
Nope. And that's what I liked about him,
You know?
bro. He was just a killer, bro. Cold blooded. Cold
Yeah,
blooded.
100%.
You know what I mean? I thought that was fire. I think what we learned about the Astros as well is that they are still the most hated team in baseball. They're hated by fans.
100%.
They're hated by players. It doesn't matter what MLB tries to come out and say. Like people fucking hate them. Nobody likes cheaters, you know. And to be honest with you, these motherfuckers are always surrounded by fucking controversy. You know, in game 2, Valdez kept switching gloves. What was it, like 2 or 3 times? He kept wiping his hands. You know what I mean? And everybody on Twitter was sitting there like, yo, we can't be the only people looking at this motherfucker do this and questioning if this shit is really cool or not. You know what I mean? Like, this shit don't look like it's right. Like, yo, I'm sitting there like, yo, my mans. You know what I mean? Like, I'm watching at home and I'm like, yo, my man, why you wiping your hands so much? Yo, my man, why your glove went from brown to black?
I know Valdez wasn't on that 2017 team, but still, like, you know what I mean? Like, this team needs to be watched.
Yeah, 100%, bro.
It seems like it's whatever for MLB.
On top of that, brother, Martin Maldonado, you know what I mean? He used the bat that Albert Pujols gave him that violated the MLB rules, you know, and he used it in game 1, and he was 1 for 3 with an RBI. You know what I mean? Like one of those 5 runs that they went up ahead of him, he used the fucking bat that wasn't allowed. So basically, it just goes to show you we fucking hate this team. They're doing everything that they possibly can to win. Back in the day, I know you and Jerry used to sit out there and be like, yo, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. But yo, fuck them, bro.
That was Monopoly, so stop it.
Yeah. Fuck them, bro. You know what I mean? That's why I was hype in game 3. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Game 3 really got me hype, and I'm gonna tell you why it got me hype. But it also pissed me off at the same thing, right? Because the Philly fans they brought the heat, my nigga. You know what I mean? Like they brought it. You know what I mean? And I was like, damn, yo, why the Yankee Stadium wasn't like this, yo? Why they wasn't live? Why they wasn't ready? Why they wasn't bringing the heat? It just felt like they were defeated, or they were waiting to be defeated, or they were just waiting for something to go wrong. Like, bro, you guys gotta be out there. You gotta be giving it. You know what I mean? Like you gotta be like giving your team energy. I felt like they brought it, bro. And
you gotta remember, like you come back to Yankee Stadium already down 0-2, and it became here we go again. You know what I mean? I knew for me it became here we go again with the same fucking shit with the Astros. Like, we can't hit them. Like, are you fucking kidding me? We hit them during the regular season. We get to the postseason, all of a sudden nobody can hit. It's the same old shit. And I think that's what Yankee fans went through. Like, here we go again.
I hear you, but you got to bring that energy, bro. Like there's a reason why why they have home and away games. You know what I mean? Like because when you get home, you gotta help those players. You got to give them that energy. You got to hope that your energy throws off the other team, and that's what happened in game 3. You know what I mean? Like you said, homeboy was tipping pitches. He didn't even realize he was tipping pitches, and fucking the Phillies crushed him. What they had like 5 home runs. Lit that man the fuck up, bro.
I mean, where did Lance McCullers come from? I think he played for the Mets when he first came up. So who would know him better than divisional rival Philadelphia Phillies, right?
Lit that man up, bro. Lit him up.
Got him.
5 home runs. Bryce Harper, first pitch, rock.
I mean, you know, you got to remember again, Lance McCullers came from the Mets. Who's been playing in that NL East ever since he came into the league? Mr. Bryce Harper. He's seen the man.
He knows
what he's got.
He came over.
He knows what he's got.
He told Alec Bohm, he was like, "Yo, bro, blah 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 blah. Hit the home run, motherfucker, because this is what he's gonna do."
He knows what he's got.
Motherfucker did it. Alec Bohm rocked that shit. I was like, "Oh man, this is crazy."
I think we talked about this before. These veteran players, they get back to the bench and they start saying, "This is what I'm seeing.
Fact.
This is what I'm seeing," and Bryce Harper's doing his thing. He's having an amazing postseason. Started in the division series and it's just continued.
I
So
think I
good
think
shit for him.
I think that was what a real leader does. Or a real leader doesn't just sit there and do it with his bat. He
Oh,
called
facts.
homeboy over. He was like, "Yo, sit on this if you see this, and get ready to swing."
Facts.
And you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like that's what he did, and I think that was fire. I think that was a good shine of leadership. But then in Game 4, they got no hit, bro. So it was like, what the fuck happened, bro? How you get no hit like that, bro? I was in shock. I was like, damn, I wasn't expecting that after that big ass game. But you know, this baseball, bro. This baseball, it's going. You either
one day you're on top of the world, one day you're on the bottom.
That's a
You
fact.
know what I mean?
That's a fact. I feel you.
It's the only sport that you can go 3 for 10 and be considered really good.
Bro, you a Hall of Famer if you do 3 for 10 in baseball,
exactly.
Bro.
Exactly.
You batting 300,
you know what I mean?
you in the Hall of Fame, brother. Like that's it. You know what I mean?
Exactly. You know, for everybody who doesn't know, Derek Jeter's career batting average was 310. So that's what we mean by if you go 3 for 10 in baseball, you are considered really good. So
super good, bro. Super good, man. On top of that, bro, like, you know, I used to always tell people, you know, you gotta have tough skin to play baseball. I think it's the
100%.
hardest. I think it's the hardest sport to play. Not physically,
100%.
but just like the tools that you need
Mentally.
to have. Yeah,
mentally, bro.
The hand-eye coordination, the mental fortitude you have to have, things like that. Like you have to be okay with failure. You have to be, you know, you have to be like Bane. You have to be like Bane.
Because on the same note, you're gonna fail 7 out of 10 times. So,
you gotta be
you
gotta be like Bane, bro. I was born in darkness. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You think darkness is your ally? Like that's how it is, bro. Like at the end of the day, that's what it comes down to. But yeah, man, you know what I mean? That's how I feel. I feel about that. So yeah, you know, we're in for a great, you know, last 3 games. You know, fuck Houston. I hope Phillies beat the shit out of them. I hope they win in 6 because fuck Houston. I'm gonna just keep saying that.
100%.
You know what I mean? Like I wish we can give you some fantasy tips, but there's no fantasy right now, bro. Now with baseball, it's over.
Fantasy's over.
That's a fact. That's a fact. What I do want to move on to, though, and the next subject that I want to move on to is basketball. Like, obviously, we're definitely going to touch on the Knicks, and we're definitely going to touch on the Nets. That's 100% certain. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not even going to sit here in front and act like we're not going to do that. But what I want to talk about is, you know, like, are we watching the changing of the guard when it comes to basketball right now, bro? Because the Nets are, what, 2-6? They got Kyrie and KD. The Warriors are 3-5. Clay, Steph, Jordan Poole, Wiggins, Draymond Green. The Clippers are 3-4. You know what I mean? They got Paul George, John Wall, Reggie Jackson. You know, they got, you know, quote unquote, the best coach in the NBA in Ty Lue. And then you got the Lakers. Did they win last night? Yeah, they won last night. They 2-5. Yeah, they won 2-5. You know, and you know, I'm looking at these guys and I'm like, damn, bro, like, look at what's going on in the NBA. Like, do you think that the changing of the guard is happening like right before our eyes? Like when the Pistons stopped, and then, you know, when the Heat stopped, and then when the Celtics stopped, or what do you think is happening right now?
No. All right. Do you think that Steph Curry is bad?
No, I don't think Steph Curry is bad. I think he's fucking amazing.
Okay. Do you think that PG-13 is bad?
No, I don't think he's bad. I think that he is.
I think
he's put in a bad situation. And I'm gonna talk about that right after this one too, because I'm sick and tired of everybody just ignoring fucking Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, he needs to be put on notice. My point is, it's early. Calm down. I mean, Trailblazers were, you know, I don't know if they won the other night, but they were 5-0 at one point. Let's just calm down. Trailblazers aren't that good. No, you know, I love Dame. I do. A big fan of Damian Lillard, but they're not that good. Nobody expects them to make noise. You know what I mean? So, you know, let's calm down and wait. The whole Nets situation, that's a fucking situation.
Definitely. We definitely going to talk about that. So is the Lakers.
There's a problem. Oh, Lakers.
So are the Lakers, bro.
We could start with the Lakers because that situation's crazy.
So let's stay on the Clippers, then we're gonna move over to the other rivals right there, right? So personally, I think, in all honesty, The real issue why the Clippers are picked by everybody to be good was because they expected that Kawhi Leonard was going to play. But this motherfucker is like, I know that Stephen A. Smith last year was talking about, and I shouldn't have even said his name, but that's how it is. He was sitting there talking about how Kyrie Irving is a professional at missing games. Kawhi Leonard has only played in 180 NBA games in the regular season since the 2017-2018 season. All right? Yep. Now, somebody might sit there and say, oh, that's a lot of games. What does Charles Barkley call Anthony Davis? What's his nickname? Anthony Street Clothes Davis.
Yeah, because the nigga's always injured. Constantly injured.
My man,
that's why
in the same time frame,
I think I tell people never to draft that guy.
Yeah, in the same time frame, in the same time frame that I just mentioned from the 2017-2018 season to now, Anthony Street Clothes Davis has played in 274 games, brother. Almost 100 more games than Kawhi Leonard. Are you joking me? You know what I mean? I'm gonna be honest with you. After Kawhi left Toronto, you know what I mean? I personally sat there and said Kawhi Leonard is the best player in the NBA. And the reason why I said that he was the best player in the NBA was because he was supposed to win with the Clippers the following year. So basically, he would have taken Toronto Raptors, who never won a championship, won a chip with them, went to the Clippers, and won a championship with them as well. I was like, but he never won anything like that. So now we're saying, okay, what did Kawhi Leonard ever do in his career? He won a chip in Toronto. We're not even going to sit there and question whether or not he didn't win it. But let's not forget, in Game 6, Kyle Lowry went off. Let's not forget that. Let's not forget that. Let's not forget that Pascal Siakam was making Draymond Green look old. Like, he usually beats people down the lane, and Pascal was whooping that ass. We're not gonna forget that, but we still.
And let's not forget the Slim Reaper wasn't on the court.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. The Slim Reaper wasn't on the court. Klay Thompson hurt himself as well. So we gonna acknowledge those things happen. And then the first two championships he won, or first championship he won, he was on the Spurs. When Manu Ginobili, Tim Duncan, and Tony Parker were there. You know what I mean? So we gonna give him his flowers for doing what he was doing, for being a great guy. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, my man, you gotta suit up for your team to win. Bro. Every time, he's a professional, like, bro, when is he playing over 60 games? He's always load managing. Oh, I can't do this. Oh, I can't do that. We talk about, Kawhi Leonard is a machine. Oh, he's like the Terminator. We always try to sit there and say, no, he's not like the machine. No, he's not the Terminator. Because if you go back and watch the Terminator, you couldn't stop that motherfucker no matter what he did. And it just seems like every fucking time Kawhi Leonard plays 3 or 4 games in a row, or he gets 10 games in a row, he got to miss a game because his braids came out and his head hurts. You know what I mean? Like, stop the bullshit, dogs. 100%. You know what I mean? And now Ty Lue's coming out talking about, oh, it's a game time decision. He might miss the next 6 games. He's fighting. He wants to be in it. He wants to do what he's doing, but we're the one keeping him out. Like, get the fuck out of here. Don't try to control the narrative.
Yeah, that's just the team controlling the narrative. That's just the team trying to save face. No. I mean, because if the dude wants to play, he's gonna come out and play.
100%, bro.
Whatever.
100%. Like, if he's gonna play, he's gonna play.
He's gonna come out and play. He would have made a statement already. He would have came out and made a statement already and said, they want me to, hold back on everything, but I'm ready to play.
Yeah, that's a fact, bro.
No team's gonna tell their star, no, you're not playing.
Bro, Kobe Bryant played like a season or 2 with a torn ligament in his left hand, bro. Come on, cut it out.
Kobe Bryant played hurt all the time.
Yeah, cut it out, bro.
Whatever.
Cut it out.
Whatever,
you know what I mean? And then
Jordan flu game.
Yeah, Jordan flu game. Jordan played. I think it was like 8 or 9 seasons of 82 games. I don't want to hear nothing from anybody about him. I hated that man, but that man played games.
Hated it too.
He played games. Unfortunately, he is the GOAT. You know what I mean? And people will sit there and tell me, oh, LeBron this, LeBron that. We're going to have a conversation about that too. Just not today.
Yeah.
Just not today.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Another thing, when it comes down to the Lakers, I'm looking at them play, and Darvin Ham is really, really trying, but like LeBron stands are just giving me, like, they just going nuts, bro. Like, oh, LeBron is tired. LeBron is this. LeBron, like, have you watched those games? Do you watch this dude's like body language? Like, bro, you're supposed to be the leader. You out here, just, and then everybody's like,
He
oh,
looks,
he old.
he looks disengaged with the whole
Yeah,
thing
he
to me.
doesn't look because he just knows already. LeBron James is supposed to be this basketball savant. If he is this basketball savant, he already knows his teammate shit.
I mean, he should know his teammate shit. He should know his teammate shit. I mean, he should have realized this when Anthony Davis started getting injured. He should have realized this right after the bubble. But
I mean, and you want to know something? I told my
that's
cousin.
what he deserves to me.
I told my cousin.
I'm cool with it.
I told my cousin during the 2022 NBA Finals. I mean, the 2020 NBA Finals. I said, "Yo, the reason why the Lakers won that title is because there was no travel." And he was like, "What do you mean?"
Davis.
I'm like, "Anthony Davis is a super injury prone. That man is Mr. Glass. You know what I mean? Like, he was able to play the game, do his treatment, walk to his hotel room, and get a full 10, 12 hours of sleep. He ain't got
who knows? Maybe they fucking golf carted him around.
Man, you know what I mean? Like, you could have been, and then you got some people saying the best basketball ever was played inside the bubble. Yeah, I mean, for hoopers, if you're a hooper and you don't got to worry about anything, it's a great environment to be in. But then you have to look at other things. Travel plays a factor. When you go to Denver, that's a factor. When you're playing in Utah with their racist fans,
there was no home field advantage.
There's nothing, you know what I mean? So now it's just whoever has the better team. You know what I mean? And granted, like I said, if you're a hooper, you love it. You know what I mean? Because we're in the gym and whoever has the better team. But at the end of the day, that extra, sixth man on the court, or the 16th player, which is the home team, is there helping you. You know what I mean? Like, they put that pressure on the opposing team. And you're not going to have a game where Donovan Mitchell and Jamal Murray are dropping 50 on each other, 40 on each other. One of them is going to drop 40. One of them is going to drop 50, but not in the same game, because now you got that crowd, you got that factor. It's a whole lot of stuff going on there. And I feel like, they really trying to shit on Russell Westbrook. I told people this all the time. Russell Westbrook was my during my 20s, he was my favorite point guard. And people sit there and they just take what he does for granted. Like, granted, the man can't shoot worth a lick, but my man averaged a triple-double, something that Magic Johnson, Gary Payton, Jason Kidd, sat there and said that record would never be broken. My man did it like 2 or 3 seasons in a row. Like, you knew what you were getting when you traded for this man. You knew he couldn't shoot.
You knew he was a ball hog. You knew everything about him.
You knew he needed that ball.
Everything about him.
You know what I mean? You're not going to look at this man and tell me he lost a step. He hasn't lost a step. He still blows by the people.
No.
You know what I mean? Yeah. But you got to give him the ball and give him a chance to do what he do.
Yeah. You want him to shoot the ball. That's not his game.
You want this man to go camp in the corner. Like, not for nothing. He not Ray Allen. When Ray Allen went to the Sixers, not the Sixers, the Celtics, he was like, yo, go camp out. Go do that. Ray Allen was like, I bet y'all motherfuckers just want me to shoot. I got you.
Yeah.
Whap.
Because on that team, Ray wasn't the guy.
Not only, but that's you're telling one
he wasn't dependent on. You know what I mean? He wasn't dependent on. Push the ball. He wasn't dependent on.
He was dependent on, but it was
don't guard. On the Bucks, he had to push the ball, bro.
Yeah, but on the Bucks, he was amazing. We're not even going to talk about how great he was on the Bucks. But I'm talking about, like, on the Celtics, it was like, I'm the third option, but leave me if you dare.
100%.
Leave me if you dare. You know what I mean? Because
that's a problem. That's a problem.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, you can't expect Russell Westbrook to fill that role, bro. Like, he's not that shooter. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I feel like that. I feel like he's coming off the bench and he's doing a lot better now. And I feel like Darvin Ham is going to help him do a lot better. But they just got a lot of problems in LA and they fucking suck ass. And I'm done talking about the Lakers and LeBron for this episode.
Thank you.
I feel as though the Golden State Warriors, they are going to they're going to figure it out. Together. But I'm going to be honest with you, if they don't figure it out soon, they're going to be a little too far behind to make the top 4 seeds. And I feel like if they run into I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to be honest with you. I feel like if they run into the Suns, because they don't got that same defensive push on the back end, I feel like if they run on that, if they run against the Suns are going to whoop that ass. You know what I mean? I just have that feeling. You know, Devin Booker. I think he felt that Luka magic last year. I think he felt disrespected, and he's coming out slinging. And I feel like, you know, if I'm the Suns, you know, towards the end of the season, you know, 10, 15 games left, I start lowering Chris Paul's usage and preparing him for the playoffs. You know what I mean? So I feel like if the Golden State Warriors are going to win, they're going to need home court advantage, at least in the first 2 rounds, because I think that everybody in the West got better.
I think at the end of the day, the Golden State Warriors will be all right. Do I really think they'll take the first seed? I don't know. I like Denver too much.
I like Denver.
I don't know. I mean, that Denver, I think, is my pick to come out the West, like, you know, to be the number 1 seed. But I ultimately, I think the Warriors will still come out the West. I mean, Curry's amazing.
I hear
Klay
Curry is
Thompson,
amazing.
you know, Curry and Thompson, they complement each other. Andrew Wiggins, you know what I mean? Like, you saw how he was playing last year. It was playing out of his fucking mind. And Jordan Poole coming off the bench is insane, that you have a 20-point scorer, you know, a 20-point per game scorer coming off the bench is insane to me.
That's a fact.
And the dude is a microwave, you know what I mean? Walking bucket.
He is a microwave.
So,
I think he's perfectly suited for coming off the bench.
Yeah,
I think that's what he is.
You know, I love the way the Denver Nuggets play ball, and I love the way they're built.
Let me tell you something.
Looks amazing to me.
You want to know? You want to know what really? You want to know what really confuses me about Denver? What the fuck were you doing with Bol, bro? That man is out in that man is, I think he is number 2 in blocks, only playing less than 20 minutes a game. Bro, how are you not coming? How are you not giving this guy burn off the bench? Sit Jokic for like 20 minutes, bro. Like, come on. 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there.
You also had Boogie playing out of his mind too.
Yeah, but I get that. But they just got Boogie last year. But prior to that, bro, like, come on, play this young man, bro. He's got dribble. It looks weird. His dribble looks weird because it's like a little high, but it's high. But you have to remember, this dude has like a 9-foot wingspan. Like, you got to get into his body to get that ball. Like, it's not that easy. And I'll be watching this dude's games, and I'm like, yo, bro, his dribble is not pretty, but it's super effective because his limbs are ridiculously long. Talk about like a spider. Like, he's got the ball all the way out there, bro, and he's dribbling and he's doing like little Euro steps. He's tipping the ball in. Like, yo, you dropped the ball, Denver. You dropped the ball. Personally, that's just how I feel. You know, Denver dropped the ball horribly.
I like Bobo too. He was one of my, you know, fantasy watch.
I had him on fantasy. I had him on my fantasy watch as well. Now, the next thing that we're gonna be talking about right now, brother, is we're gonna be talking about the Knicks and the Nets. Now, I want to touch on my Knicks first because I feel like the Nets are the better team, like player wise. So you know, they have more potential. So we're gonna talk about them. As a Knicks fan and as me not liking the Nets, I'm still gonna acknowledge the fact of what's going on because I'm not a hater. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like them, and I am a hater because I hate them, but I'm not a hater. Like I said, I'm gonna tell a lie about shit like that. So, you know, this week, you know, since the last time we watched, we actually did an episode. We went over the Knicks. The Knicks played, I believe it was like 4 games, right? So they played against the Hornets. All right, they beat the Hornets in OT, which was crazy because we had a huge lead, and there's no reason why they I mean, it speaks to a bigger trend that I want to talk about in a little bit too. So they had a huge lead, and they let the Hornets back into the game. You know, Jalen Brunson played fantastic. He played out of his mind. He had 27 points, 7 rebounds, 13 assists. RJ had 22, 8 and 1. And Mitchell Robinson had 6 blocks, right? So you're sitting there like, yo, that's what's up. You know, that's what's up. But at the end of the day, bro, like, they sat there during that game and they blew a gigantic lead. Now, I want you to put a pin in that because you're going to hear that there's a story about what I'm going to be talking about right now. The next game the Knicks played, they got smacked up by the Bucks. All right. Now, I want to let you know something about the Bucks. If they out-rebound you, there's a 90% chance that they're winning. It doesn't matter who the fuck you are. If they out-rebound you, they are beating you 90% of the time. They beat the Knicks 119-108. The Knicks made it closer than it really was. Giannis went for 30 points, 14 rebounds, 9 assists, damn near a 30-point triple-double. Drew Holiday had 16 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. I mean 5 assists, 2 steals. He did what he had to do. RJ went for 20 and 5. Julius Randle went for 14 and 12, so he had a double-double. But we saw Jalen Brunson go for 13 points, 2 assists, but he also had 3 turnovers. And I think that's a big thing because now Jalen Brunson is sitting there and he's not hiding behind Luka Doncic anymore. You know what I mean? This man is not hiding behind Luka Doncic anymore. You are the number one option. You're the number one point guard. Now you're going to face some obstacles. Like, yeah, you did good against people that weren't that great, you know, in your first couple games. But now you're going to face some obstacles. Now you're going to face now they gonna know, I bet, like this guy's got some footwork. We gonna pace and space him. You know what I mean? We either gonna bring him down the court and attack him and make him play defense and offense, or we just gonna sit there and just obliterate him on defense. And Drew Holiday is one of the best defenders in the league.
Yes, he is. Yes,
and then we got smacked out the fucking water by the Cavs after having a big ass lead. You know what I mean? Like the Cavs beat us 121-108. Donovan Mitchell was sitting there and he was just like, yo, fuck y'all. Y'all should have traded for me, even though I know Danny Ainge wasn't going to do it. You should have moved heaven and earth in Donovan Mitchell's mind for it.
Because that's where he wanted to be. You know, there's no secret about it. He's mentioned it a bunch of times. His family's out there, out here. It's where he wanted to be. And, you know, of course he's going to put on a show.
A show is an understatement. My man went for 38 points, 12 assists, and he went 8 for 13 from downtown. Kevin Love, former All-Star, Mr., you know, was out of the league or in the league, not playing, went for 29 points, 8 rebounds in 22 minutes, also went 8 for 13 from downtown. I'm like, the Knicks had the lead going into the fourth quarter. They played fantastic in the first, second, third quarters last year were a Knick issue. They fucking OD'd, took the lead, did what they had to do in the fourth, and then Tom Thibodeau happened. All right. Tom Thibodeau happened. He left his bench players out there too much. You know, I'm going to talk about him right after I give you like what's going on. I feel like Obi Toppin didn't respect Kevin Love's game and he let Kevin Love get hot. And you can't let Kevin Love get hot. You know what I mean? That man is a former All-Star.
Respect the name.
Yeah, it's a fact. My man, he gave my Knicks back in the day when he was in Minnesota 30 for 30. 30 points, 30 rebounds.
I remember that.
He gave him 30 for 30. You know what I mean? So, like, understand how that was going. And in the fourth quarter, the Knicks got outscored 35-12. All right? 35-12. Then that leads me to last night. Fuck Trae Young. Even though he ain't the person that did it to us. Fuck Trae Young. The Knicks lost to the Atlanta Hawks 119-99. I mean, 112 to 99. After leading by 23 points at one point. My guy, RJ Barrett, had a good game. 19-5-5. Brunson went for 21-5. Mitch had 8 points, 12 rebounds, 2 blocks. This motherfucker can't get a double-double for anything for me on fantasy. You know what I mean? Pissing me off. Emmanuel quickly had a great game. 11 points, 16 rebounds, and 4 assists. But DeJounte Murray, first time playing for the Hawks, first time at MSG was a Hawk, went for 36 points, 4 rebounds, 9 assists. DeAndre Hunter lit us up for 21 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist. And here's the common theme again. The Knicks at the end of the first quarter led by 23 points. All right. In the second quarter, towards the end, they let DeJounte Murray heat up. You know what I mean? And it came down to it. By the end of the game, the Knicks got smacked. How did they get smacked? All right. The Knicks were outscored 79-39 after leading 51-28. My dog, like, yo, let's be real right here, my guy. There's no way in 3 games, right, out of the 4 games that you played last week, that you're leading by a significant amount. In 2 of those games, you're leading by 20. All right. In one of the games that you're leading by 20, you got to win in overtime. And then the other one, you get fucking smacked. And then you have one complete fucking, you shit the bed in the fourth quarter against the Cavs. Like, that is, you will sit there and you'll say, oh, the Knicks don't have the superstar players to stop the bleeding. The Knicks don't have this to stop the bleeding. Bro, that's bullshit because the Nets have stars to stop the bleeding, but they can't defend.
Stop it.
Right?
Can't stop the bleeding.
You don't stop the bleeding like that, bro. You don't stop the bleeding like that. It doesn't work like that. So that's how I think. Tom Thibodeau is the fucking worst coach to have during this era. All right?
No.
During this era. Now, I'm going to tell you why during this era. I'm going to tell you why.
I think it's Steve Nash.
Okay. I can see that. I can see that. All right. But he's not much better.
Yeah.
He's not much better. And I'm going to tell you why. One, Tom Thibodeau, if you're a starter, you're the one who's going to get most of the minutes. You're going to be playing like 40 minutes. All right. Like, yo, 100%. I get it. If you're Kobe Bryant, bro, you're playing 40 minutes. If you're Gilbert Arenas, you're playing 40 minutes. If you're Kevin Durant, you're playing 40 minutes. 40. You know what I mean? There's no fucking reason Julius Randle should be playing 40 minutes. There's no fucking reason R.J. Barrett, Evan Fournier should be playing 40 minutes. You know what I mean?
These boys are tired. They need to get the fuck out the game.
Not only that, brother, but he runs no offensive sets. Let me tell you what the Knicks offense is. Get the ball up, dribble 2, pass 1, pass 2, pass 3. The ball either goes in RJ's hands, it either goes in Brunson's hands or Julius Randle's hands, and then they go ISO for the last 6 seconds. They go ISO for the last 6 seconds, bro. And then they're either going to beat you off the dribble and attempt a jump shot, or somebody's going to close down and they're going to hit the guy that's their only offense. And whoever helps, I'm going to hit the guy, he's going to shoot a 3. Like, that's it. Like, bro, you guys don't run no fucking sets. You guys don't know how to fucking do anything. You're not diagramming anything off the fucking drop. You're not staggering rotations. It's like motherfucker sat there and heard everybody talk about how, oh, you don't play Obi, you don't play IQ, you don't play this one, you don't play that one. And he's just like, oh, okay, yeah, motherfuckers want me to put in my bench. Okay, let's just do a full switch. Like, you know, like one of those hockey rotations where the whole team comes off and the whole team goes on. Like, that's what he does. Yeah, doesn't stagger. Doesn't stagger it. Doesn't keep a couple good players that are already hot. Like against the Cavs, Jalen Brunson was hot, motherfucker. Like, why are you taking him out for? You know what I mean? Like, keep him. You know, keep him moving. Keep him doing what he got to do. You know, in the last game they played against Atlanta, Obi Toppin fucking getting hot. He misses 2 threes. You gonna bench him for fucking Julius Randle? Julius Randle's like 0 for 11. You know, for his last 3 threes. He's like 22 for 79 and fucking, you know, and shots taken. Like, bro, you're allowing this guy to do a whole bunch of shit, but getting Obi Toppin, who's like the human fucking, the human lightning rod, you know, he's like the super energizer, brother. He gets everybody fucking hype. He does what he's supposed to do. Like, it's like he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing, bro. You know what I mean? Like Isaiah Hartenstein is a great guy off the bench. Why are you playing him more minutes than Mitchell Robinson? Mitchell Robinson is the fucking best offensive rebounder, better defensive rebounder, better defender. The only thing that Isaiah Hartenstein does better than Mitchell Robinson is score. There's no reason you should be there's no reason why he should be playing more minutes than Mitchell Robinson unless Mitch is in foul trouble. You know what I mean? But this is what this guy does, bro. He fucking finds a rotation. He tries to fuck with people. He's stubborn. He doesn't fucking do offense. Like, bro, I understand that he won coach of the year. But I think that was a fucking aberration because of the pandemic not letting people in the fucking stands. You know what I mean? Like, same thing with the bubble. You know, you don't have crowds. You know what I mean? He's a fucking effort coach. He's great at making guys play with maximum effort. You know what I mean? He's an effort coach who runs his players down, has no idea how to do X's and O's, is really good on defense, allegedly. But
very good.
You know, no, not necessarily because this year the team is ass.
You had Jimmy Butler. Yeah,
this year the team is ass. Last year, the whole half of the season, in the beginning half of the season, they were ass at defense. Like, come on, dogs. Like, what are you really doing? What are you really doing? Except going that fucking stupid look on your face. What are you really doing?
All right, you need to relax, though, man.
Nah, fuck you.
You need to relax. It's early. I mean,
no.
About Thibodeau, I agree.
It's
about
early
Thibodeau,
for him.
I agree.
It's early for him.
I agree about Thibodeau.
Like, for this season.
For Thibodeau, I agree.
But dude,
I agree. I mean, if you're gonna make the move to get rid of the coach, you do it now. You do it now while it's early. You know what I mean? You still have 70-something games to go. Do it now while it's early.
Unfucking real, dude. Unfucking real, dude.
You have to also look at that, Vinny. Look at your first couple of games you played. You had a game against Memphis. Memphis is a good team. You had a game against Detroit. Detroit's not, they're not.
They're surprising.
You had a game against Orlando. That's not it.
That's not
You had a
it.
game against Charlotte. Charlotte's got some injuries going on right now. Now you just went against Milwaukee, Cleveland, Atlanta. Those are 3 playoff teams in the East.
And we got
These are
beat.
these are 3 teams that we both predicted would go before the Knicks. And you know what I mean, in the standings. This is what I'm telling you, man. It's early. These are 3 good teams.
Bro,
Gotta relax.
I get you.
Gotta relax.
But when
You have to remember, this is Jalen Brunson's first year with the Knicks. This is Jalen Brunson's first year as that guy at point guard. You got to give him some time. You look at his numbers; they're not bad.
They're not.
They're not bad. I mean, he's not gotten over 3 turnovers a game. This is not horrible.
It's not.
You know what I mean? The dude, he's got his points. He's averaging about 17, 18 points a game. He's got his assists. I mean, he's doing what he's supposed to do as a point guard. So you have to be excited. You have to be happy about that. It's early.
Bro,
you are such a fucking pessimistic person.
No. Bro, it's not about that, bro. So for me, I look at things as a realistic person, right? A realistic person is we had a chance to win 2 of the 3 games. We had a chance to win 2 of the 3 games, right? All right. If we look at it in a vacuum, the Knicks have played outstanding this first half. This first couple games.
100%.
If we look at it in a vacuum, but I'm not looking at it in a vacuum. I'm not worried about this season as per se. I'm worried about coaching because we had to sit there and watch this motherfucker play Alfred Payton for fucking 50 games. Then we had to watch this motherfucker. Then we had to watch this motherfucker play Alec Burks, who's a shooting guard at point guard, over Emmanuel Quickly.
Makes no sense.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's things that he does that doesn't make sense, and I agree with you. That's why I'm saying if you're gonna make if you're gonna make that decision, you have to do it now.
Yeah,
do it now.
Fire Thibs.
Do it now. Don't do it. Don't do it almost halfway through the season where the team has to build some fucking trust with this new coach. You know what I mean? Do it now.
Do it now. He's just fucking annoying.
You're gonna do it now. I get it, but you have to also look at it like, hey, the Knicks are playing well. You just had 3 teams that are definite playoff contenders coming at you, and you still your stretch does not get any better. You got Philly coming into town, or you're going into Philly, and then you got Boston.
It's going to be a lot easier. It's going to be a lot easier. James Harden's out for a month, so
it'll be a little easier. You still got to deal with JoJo. JoJo's not playing well right now, but you still got to deal with JoJo.
Well,
maybe this will wake JoJo
not
up.
For nothing, the Knicks seem to be the medicine for all people that are not doing well. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? The Knicks.
Yeah, I got that marked on the calendar.
You know what I mean? Like, it just,
go New York, go New York, go.
It's annoying as fuck, bro. It's fucking annoying.
Yeah, I know where you're coming from.
You know what I mean? And I used to be one of these fans that would defend my team like unrealistically. Like I'm a Knicks fan. I will stay true to the orange and blue until the day I die. I'm gonna raise my kids to like the Knicks, love the Knicks. You know what I mean? Like, this is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, this is how it is. I know I'm gonna get pushback from my dad because in his opinion, the family team is still the Nets. You know what I mean? But like that's just how it goes. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna raise, I'm not gonna change my affiliation. Like, New York Knicks till the day I die, NY till I die. But at the end of the day, bro, I have to look at things as a realistic person, and I have to see what's going on, and I have to call a spade a spade. And I feel like as I've gotten older, I've started to understand what's going on. Now, there are people on Twitter who are just fucking ridiculous, bro. Like, they are pessimists. I'm not a pessimist. I'm a realist. But like I said, I'm not looking at the Knicks season as a failure because it's too early to call the Knicks season a failure. I'm looking at Tom Thibodeau's tenure as a Knicks head coach as a failure. That's what I wanted to get at.
Oh yeah, 100%. I'm with you on it. I mean, I think no, I don't think he's the guy. I don't think so at all. I like him, defensively, because he gets players to, like you said, he gets players to play with max effort. He got, Jimmy Butler to play with max effort, and nobody's done that. Gotten Jimmy to do that. Especially not Doc Rivers. He's supposed to be one of the top coaches in the league. He couldn't get Jimmy to play with max effort.
I'd be surprised.
Yeah,
I'd be surprised if he doesn't get fired before Thibs.
Yeah, I think, and that's why I think the Nets are doing, firing Steve Nash when they did. I think that's the right time to do it. Get rid of him now. Like I said, do it early.
So they can bring in Doc Rivers.
No, they're bringing in Ime Udoka. So stop playing. Stop playing, bro. Stop playing. They're bringing that nigga back. What's up? Stop playing.
Yeah.
Stop playing.
Yeah. We're not even going.
Bring him back.
I'm not even going to get into him. You know what I mean? I'm not even because I'm not trying to. No, we're just. I'm gonna. No. We're just gonna leave it at that. But we're gonna keep it on the Nets right now. You know what I mean? We're gonna look at what they're doing.
Yes.
Last 4 games have not been good for you guys either. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Tell Caesar I said what up.
Yeah, I know. My wife just got back from the gym. But yeah, it's been a rough stretch for the Nets. It's been ugly basketball.
Ugly is
100%.
Ugly to say
basketball.
The least.
And it's sad, it's disappointing, it's just depressing. I've looked forward to basketball starting, since it ended. Couldn't wait for the season to start. Couldn't wait to see Ben Simmons get on the court. And, I understand, I get it more than everything. I've been preaching about it. He's got to get his legs under him. I get it. I am seeing horrible defense. I am seeing a lot of meat left on the bone when it comes to rebounding. It's just, oh my God. It's like, I see where the problems are, but I can't fix them because I'm not, I'm definitely not, a GM or anything like that. But I mean, can we get someone else in there to rebound the ball? Nick Claxton is not the answer. He is not the answer. And then you keep playing these two in the starting lineup. These two have the same body type. I don't know if you've watched the Nets game, Vinny.
Bro, he weighs like 5 pounds more than Durant.
Bro, you have 3 dudes out there that are 6'10" and above, and none of them rebound the ball like a center does.
Bro,
it is ridiculous, man. We need a big man. We need a big man underneath. No homo.
There's a lot of things.
Homo,
there's a lot of things that's wrong with the Nets, bro. That's one of them, bro.
Yeah, that's definitely one of them.
You guys played against the Mavs, right? When you guys played against the Mavs, Luka fucking cooked you guys. He might have had a 40-point triple-double. 41, 11, and 14. Fucking cooked you guys. All right?
He did exactly what he had to do to win that game.
Yep. And
that's what superstars go out there and do.
That's a fact.
You can't go out there and knock Kevin Durant. He's, you know what I mean? So it's not like he said what he said about Nash, and now everybody is seeing, you know what I mean? That he's got to feel vindicated right now.
Check it out.
Like he called it.
So
he called it. No, I'm saying. Like,
100%.
He called it.
I'm saying, check it out.
He called it.
Like you said, you can't blame KD for that game, and you can't blame Irving for that game either. KD had 37, 3, and 5. Irving had 39, 7, and 4. You know what I mean? Like they bowled, but they got cooked.
Mm-hmm.
They got cooked.
Defense.
Bro, Luka had 11 rebounds, dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Luka, my man can't jump over. He's like the white Zach Randolph. That man can't jump over. He can't jump over a foot. He can't jump over a phone book. He got 11 rebounds.
Yep.
You know what I mean? He got 11 rebounds.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So that's crazy right there. Then you guys played against one of the, I think the 5th worst 3-point shooting team in the NBA against Indiana Pacers.
And they look like the best shooting team ever. Oh, my
God. It looked like you guys were playing against Golden State.
Bro, nobody wanted to chase these dudes off the 3-point line.
Bro.
It's so upsetting to me.
You guys got upsetting to me. Cooked. Yo, Tyrese Halliburton, who JJ Redick said has one of the worst, ugliest jump shots he ever seen, cooked you guys for 26, 6, and 8.
Hold on.
You know,
Thank you, please.
Buddy Hield, he's a really good shooter, so I'm he's excused for that one. 17, 9, and 8. But then you got the rookie Benedict Mathurin. What a name! My man had 32, 5, and 2. Bro, these 3 players cooked you guys for 85 points, and 80% of the points that they got came from downtown.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Nobody was on these guys defensively. Nobody was sitting. Nobody played defense. Nobody played defense. And it's just so come on, bro. I think you and I would have played better defense than some of these dudes out there. It's so fucking disappointing, bro. Do we not know how to switch? Do we not know, hey, why the fuck are we trapping one side and leaving the other side wide the fuck open and letting these passes just get around the horn? Like, what are we doing, bro?
Bro, I don't care if
Oh,
you're the worst shooting team in the NBA. When you leave guys open, this is the NBA. Like Brian Scalabrine said this shit to people in the gym. He's closer to LeBron than you are closer to him. You know, you leave one of these professionals open. Yeah.
You heard about the Scalabrine challenge.
Yeah.
You heard about the Scalabrine challenge when he challenged anybody to a pickup game and he was waxing niggas ass.
Everybody was getting
waxing niggas ass. First to 10, waxing niggas ass. Because they were all like, oh, Scalabrine sucks. Oh, okay. Yeah. Let me show you. Do you remember when we were younger and we would go play ball with B Cub?
Oh, bro.
Up close and personal, I've never seen a jump shot so pretty. You know what I mean? Until I went to an NBA game. Bro. I go with light niggas up in the court.
Bro, I go to Bayswater Park.
By the way.
I go to Bayswater. I go to Bayswater, right? Never played. Like, I had known Brian for years. B-Cub, shout out to you, bro. Still the best basketball player I ever personally knew. You know what I mean?
100%.
Best athlete I ever met in my life is Roger. You know what I mean? My boy Roger. So big shout out to him. But the best basketball player I ever personally knew was B-Cub. Bro.
100%.
I remember, like, we had gone through high school. There was like, oh, you know, B-Cub can dunk. Oh, B-Cub is on the basketball team. And I was like, man, I scrub him. You know what I mean? I scrub him. Bro, we went to Bayswater. It's the first time I ever played with this man. My man had on jeans, right? He had on jeans.
No joke, bro.
He had on jeans, kicks, and a white tee. And he was like, yo, we're going to play a 2-on-2. I'm like, I bet, you know what I mean? Yo, bro. And my man Brian is right-handed. All right? I'm like, I bet, yo. I got my teammate. I stood in front of Brian. I was like, all right, he going to go right, 100%. My man blew by me on the left. Up at the rim. Scooped it. Transferred it to his right hand. Laid it up. I was like, oh, this is going to be a hard game for me. Bro.
A long day.
Bro, 16 is game, right? 11-0. Yo, game is over. 11-0. You know, if I score 11 points and you don't score, game is over. Bro, ripped it. Yep. So then you got other dudes on the other side of the court. They look and they're like, yo, we need another one. Yo, B-Cub, come over here. You know what I mean? They didn't know B-Cub. They were like, yo, come over here. Come play with us. So Brian's like, all right, bet I'm going to go play with them. They had their own little superstar that they were playing with. Everybody was like, oh, he nice. Oh, he got this. I saw Brian cook this man. And while he was cooking him, I saw Brian cook him and go, look at it. I heard you got fans. I'm like, I'm going to take all your fans today. And he cooked them. I was like, I never seen somebody play like this in my life.
Bro, I remember us going to the park, you know, just fucking around, shooting the ball, and somebody wanted to come up and play. It was me, you, B-Cub. I was like, all right, this is going to be an easy dub. All I got to do is get rebounds. That's it.
That's all
you got to do. Get rebounds.
All I had to do, just check the ball to me. I'm going to pass it to him, and we both going to go to get rebounds. That's it.
We got to go get rebounds and pass it out. That's all we have to do. All we have to do to get a win.
Listen, on a scale of 1 to 10, like just on like normal people levels, like he's a 10, right? And I'm like a 100%. 5. You know what I mean?
I'm like a 3. B-Cub is amazing.
He is amazing. You know what I mean? He played for the University of Albany. You know what I mean? Like he was balling.
Dude's a baller. Dude's a baller. If you didn't know, you know, if you know B-Cub, you know, he's a baller.
100%.
You know he balls.
100%.
You know he balls.
But yeah, so you guys got cooked, and then you guys had the back-to-back rubber match, and I was like, yo, if you guys let the Pacers cook you again, Steve Nash got to be out. He got to go. Yo, so y'all ended up winning. Y'all won.
He had to go no matter what.
You won 116 to 109.
No matter what. Had to go no matter what. That was just KD saying, no, fuck you.
Bro.
That's what that was. That was just KD saying, fuck you.
KD had 30. He had 36, 9, and 7.
36, 9, and 7. Yep.
Kyrie had 28, 6, and 6. You know what I mean?
No Simmons.
And it was still a hard game for you guys to come through. It got too close for comfort.
It got close.
I'm over here looking at this game like, oh shit, they about to blow this shit again. Oh my God, this is wild.
Yep.
You know, like I'm cheesing because, you know, I'm like, yo, they about to lose. Oh, I can't wait to talk to this man, Izzy. I
Oh,
can't
I mean, you
wait.
text me. I remember you text me, and I'm like, I don't want to talk about it. Really,
Yo,
I really don't
I
want to
was
talk about
ready, bro. I was like, yo, this is
it.
about to be lovely. And then
Mhm.
what ended up happening? You guys
Salvaged
pulled
it.
it out. Yeah, you guys ended up pulling it out.
Salvaged it.
But
Ended
then
up salvaging it, but then we fucking played it. I mean, the Chicago game was it was good.
I
I
mean,
watched it up to the third quarter, and then I had to turn it off because it started. I knew where it was going.
bro,
You know what I
Zach
mean? The writing was
Levine.
on the wall.
Yeah, you can see, like, if you watch enough basketball, you can start to see what's happening. Zach
Mhm.
Levine took off. My man had 20 in the fourth, bro. Like, that was just
Mhm.
fucking wild. I'm over there looking like, oh man, like these dudes is just, they just can't catch a break right now. Even with this new coach today,
Mhm.
they
Yep.
not with it, bro. Like, they not with it. I
Well,
don't even think.
it's the interim coach. Let's see what they do. You got 3 games coming up against Washington, Charlotte, and Luka Magic again, all the way. Let's see what happens.
I
I
think,
am not
realistically
optimistic right
speaking, they
now.
should go 2-1. Realistically speaking, they should go 2-1. Um,
I mean, they're right.
real
Realistically speaking, you look at the schedule, what they played already. They should be 1, 2, 3,
2 games,
4.
they should
They
have.
should be 5-2. You know what I mean? They should be 5-2. They should have lost only to the Bucks and maybe to Dallas. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Real
fact.
talk.
Real talk, real talk.
But they got some issues they got to solve. It's early in the year. You got time to solve it. You've got
So
time. Either you solve the problems or you blow it up.
that's a fact.
Blow it up meaning you start looking for somebody to take Kyrie, looking for someone to take Kevin Durant, and you just try to figure this out.
I
You
heard
know what I
nobody.
mean?
I heard
You
nobody
figure
wants
out.
Kyrie.
Oh, 100% nobody wants Kyrie.
I
Kyrie is
heard.
fucking himself over.
Yeah, I
But
heard nobody wants him.
you only have him. You only have him on contract for 1 year and this year, and that's it.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean.
It
You
depends on
try.
how. It depends on how close
You
it is.
try, but there is somebody out west that will take him.
You know.
You know what I mean?
We gonna call a
You know
spade a
who?
spade. Yeah.
You know who? You know who? But there's somebody out west that will take him.
The GM is gonna try to take
But
him.
you also try. Yeah. But you also try to see if you can find somebody to take Ben Simmons. You blow it all the way up and see and try to get something back.
That's
Try
a
to get
fact.
something back. Draft picks, get some young players. Something.
I think right now
I
what's
mean-
really plaguing New York in general, Brooklyn. They got rid of Steve Nash. You know what I mean? And Tibbs needs to they need to get rid of Tibbs in the Knicks. I feel like both these coaches. I feel like Steve Nash is the type of dude to tell Victor Wembanyama, like, yo, rebound the ball and do whatever you want to do with it. Like, no, he has like no plan at all. Just figure it out. You're a basketball player.
No.
And Tom Thibodeau is the type of dude where if Taj Gibson was still on the Knicks and we drafted Victor Wembanyama, he would play Victor Wembanyama behind Taj Gibson. As like a fourth,
100%.
like that's just how it is.
100%.
You know what I mean? And I feel like that's just annoying
100%.
as fuck.
He goes to what he's comfortable with.
Correct. He definitely does. He definitely does.
He goes to what he's comfortable with.
Definitely. So, when we're talking about fantasy pickups right now, we're gonna end that basketball conversation.
Yeah.
I feel like if you're gonna pick up somebody, there's 2 people on my list that I would sit there and pick up. One of them would be Kevin Huerter. He's balling right now on the Kings. Averaging, he hasn't scored any in the last 3 games. I think he's dropped like 22, 24, and 26. I picked him up for all 3 of those games. He's been balling. He's been showing that he's liking that system. So if you have somebody, that's a shooting guard, that's a small forward that you're looking to like get rid of, that doesn't really do anything, look for Kevin Huerter. And next, Miles Bridges, I believe if I'm not mistaken, he just cleared the charges that he has. He's on 3 years. Is it Miles Bridges? Is that is? Yeah.
Desmond yeah. Miles Bridges, my bad.
Yeah,
Miles
he just
Bridges,
cleared, so he's gonna go back.
Yeah.
He's gonna give you
Probation
double
for
doubles.
3 years.
Yeah, probation for 3 years. He's gonna give you double doubles once he's back on the Hornets. They're gonna definitely put it back up because they need him. So that's a guy that you're really gonna want to watch out for. One dude that you're gonna.
Is he gonna be able to play away games?
Yeah, he's not on house arrest. He's just on probation.
Are they gonna allow him to leave the state?
Yeah, he just has to, he just has to give his probation officer his schedule. Let him know, this is what's happening.
I hope so.
That's what happened with Malik Beasley. That's what happened with Malik Beasley. You know what I mean? Like,
I guess, when you're an NBA player, you get some special treatment.
Yeah, you get some special treatment like that. And then, who you're going to want to drop is Santi Aldama. I believe he stopped cooking. You know what I mean? Like, he had a hot beginning. Understand that that's not going to last. You know what I mean? It's just like,
of course.
It's just like the Spurs and the Jazz. Hot beginning. They're going to cool off. Same thing with Santi
Yeah.
Aldama. He's cooling off.
Be quiet. Calm down.
Yeah. He's going to calm down. And then you got that other boy on OKC. I feel like he is a stash pickup. Give me 1 second. I'm going to tell you exactly what his name is. I think he's a guy that you're going to want to do. Jalen Williams, Jalen Williams. I think he's going to be a good guy that if you have him available in your league, pick him up because he's just going to have a lot of minutes. He's going to do what he has to do.
You didn't talk about Bol Bol. Bol Bol's a good guy to pick up right now.
Ah, man, Bol Bol is definitely he's definitely not on the waiver wire right now.
Yeah.
If Bol Bol is on your waiver wire, your entire league sucks.
Just in case, let me just look it up real quick for Yahoo.
He's like 70% rostered.
76% rostered. So there is some leagues where he's available right now. If you need blocks, go get him. Go get him. I mean, blocks are a hard stat to come by. Go get him. Why not?
That's a fact.
He's doing his thing right now. For me, I'm going to stick with the Nets, and Royce O'Neal has been filling the stat sheet right now. He is rostered in only 52% of leagues. He is starting in that Nets lineup beside Kyrie and Kevin Durant. And he's averaging well over 10 points a game. He's going to get you more than 5 rebounds a game. He's going to get you some assists. He's going to get you steals. He's going to get you some blocks. I think he's filling up the stat sheet for you, and he's playing more than 30 minutes a game. I think that's definitely a good pickup for anybody looking, just to fill the stat sheet up every night. And Royce O'Neal is doing that right now. Bol Bol, obviously, he's another one. Somebody I've lost faith in. What's this dude's name? Korchak. Oh my gosh, dude, I can't think of his name. Korchak. He plays for Memphis, I think it was. Yeah, dude. Well, he has been, falling off lately. He's been cooling down, and I think, like you said, with some guys that you don't really know of, they start to cool down after a while, So I'm going to get you that name in a minute. I just got to look it up. But, there's a couple of players out there like that. And, that's about it. That's about it for me. You get some good ones there, man.
That's a fact.
Royce O'Neal was my guy, though. Royce O'Neal was my guy. That's who I was sticking with.
I think it's a good option right now. Buy low, Russell Westbrook. He's coming off the bench. People are going to look at that and be like, oh, he's coming off the bench. I don't want him anymore. Bro, he's still playing 30 minutes a game. Anybody playing over 25 to 26 minutes a game, these are guys you definitely want to have rostered in your basketball league. 100%.
Yeah, I mean, anybody, like you said, anybody playing over 30 minutes a game is somebody you're going to want to look at, like Evan Fournier. Go after him too. No, if you need points and someone is injured on your team and you're looking for a spot start, Evan Fournier could be a guy for you. He's going to go out there and he's going to give you points. Yeah, of course, as a streamer. I mean, I'm not saying go add him to your team right away. Yeah. If you have someone injured, he can fill that role for you. There's guys out there.
Yeah, the thing with Evan Fournier, and the reason why I said no, is because he is the Knicks version of Karis LeVert. Karis LeVert gave you 41 points one night. He gave you 1 the next. Yeah. Evan Fournier is the type of guy to give you 26 tonight and give you 6 combined points over the next 7 games. You know what I mean? So,
I also got the kid Ayo Dusama. For Chicago. Yeah, he's averaging well over 10 points a game. He's starting point guard for Chicago. His assist numbers aren't there yet, but if you need someone to get some, put some points on the board for you, he's on my team. I roster him. He's available in like 30% of leagues. He's another guy I would go for. I'm big on point guards in fantasy. There's a reason for it. I can't say it right now because I'm playing against some people and I don't like to know my secrets.
Yeah,
so
man.
I have to be quiet.
It's just
I have to be quiet about some things.
That's a fact. But yeah, that's
I
what
told you.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing, right now. If you guys have any questions, feel free to jump in the comments section. Ask us questions. We will let you know who we think that you should roster, who you think you shouldn't roster, things of that nature. Again, we don't happen
bring
to
us some names.
Yeah, we're not fantasy gurus by any means necessary.
No.
It's just sports are something that we just absolutely love. The next topic that we're gonna be jumping to is football. That's gonna be pretty dope. We're gonna do a quick recap of the week. This week, the Ravens beat the Bucks 27-22.
We're talking hockey.
Yeah, I told you, you know what I mean, how these guys act, and how they feel. I feel as though, hey, we got a visitor. Hey, go ahead, go to the room, mommy, baby. I told you they're not trying to do anything that's going to make Lamar Jackson get a lot of money. So again, I don't think that they are trying to lose. I just think that they're trying to limit what happens with that team and how good they can be. So, the Ravens beat the Bucks. The Broncos beat the Jags, barely beat them. Broncos 21 points. The Jags had 17. So like I told you, the Broncos have a pretty good defense if you're looking for one of those. The Saints beat the Raiders. No, they didn't just beat the Raiders. They beat the shit out of the Raiders. 24-0.
Yeah, blanked them.
24 goose egg. You know what I mean? That was crazy. The Dolphins beat the Lions. Lions put up a good fight, but the rich just keep getting richer. They just got Chubb, which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Wow.
A lot of trades happened, actually.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that as well.
You don't really see that in football.
At
you know
all.
what I mean? Like some big names moved, and that was kind of fun. I thought it was fun, at least.
Speaking of the rich getting richer, the Eagles beat the Steelers 35-13.
I mean, we knew that was going to happen.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And then the Vikings beat the Cardinals 34-26. Now, here is something that I want to let everybody know that nobody's talking about. The Vikings are 6-1. All right? Nobody's talking about them. They're flying under the radar. They are fucking balling. You know what I mean? Nobody's talking about them. You turn on ESPN, you put on the NFL Network, you put on NFL Red Zone, you listen to these guys on Sunday, Monday, and Thursday. Nobody's talking about the Minnesota Vikings. They're 6-1.
Yep.
They're balling. The Falcons beat the Panthers 37-34. Walker threw a fucking dime to Moore. It's pretty much the greatest catch of the season. And it pretty much, because of the penalty that Moore had, it cost them the game. So the Falcons are now in first place in the NFC South. The Titans beat the Texans 17-10. The Niners beat the Rams. Christian McCaffrey ran for a touchdown, received a touchdown, and threw a touchdown. No Deebo Samuel. Wow.
CMC.
Wow.
CMC.
You know what I mean?
CMC,
so that's
buddy.
crazy. The Commanders fucking eked by the Colts. Again, two ass teams. Every time the Commanders and the Colts play, ass. But the NFC East is 500, which is crazy.
The beast.
Yeah.
The NFC's become the beast.
The Bills beat the Packers. They beat them 27-17. No surprise there, but the Packers made it a game. The Packers made it a game because they finally fucking did what I told you the other day that they should have done. They ran the fucking ball. They had 255 yards on rushing.
Take some pressure off of A-Rod.
Exactly. Not even off A-Rod, because he could take that. It's not a problem for him. Take some pressure off the wide receivers.
Yeah, give some people some breaks. You know what I mean?
That's a fact.
You keep going out there and slinging it all over the fucking field. You're going to get tired. I have a feeling that they're going to break out of this funk they're in, and they're going to turn it around. I'm scared of the Packers.
Everybody is, bro.
I mean, I've been in this situation with the Packers before. I don't trust
last year. They were like,
I don't trust Aaron Rodgers.
No.
I mean, if I was a Packers fan, I would trust him.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. You trust Aaron Rodgers.
I don't trust him. Yeah, if I was a Packers fan, I would trust him, and I'd be like, it's okay, because when you like look up any articles about, Green Bay, the Packers and everything. There's no like, oh, we need to get rid of Aaron Rodgers. We need to get rid of
Ever.
the coach. No, they don't talk like that up there. They're like, no, it's cool.
It's Aaron Rodgers.
It's cool.
Yeah, we're good.
It's Aaron Rodgers. He's going to do it. Even when Brett Favre was the quarterback up there. No, it's cool. This is as long as I've been watching football. These are the two guys I've had to deal with in Green Bay. So we've gone from one of the greatest quarterbacks I've ever seen to even better fucking Aaron Rodgers. You know what I mean? Like, holy shit, man. And I remember when Aaron Rodgers came in, because it was against my fucking Cowboys, and I was like, oh shit, Brett Favre's out of the game. Who the fuck is this? Like, what is going on here? Why? Why is this happening to me? That's what was going through my head.
I mean, allegedly, Alex Smith is better.
If I was a Packers fan, allegedly. If I was a Packers fan, I wouldn't be worried. I have a feeling they have to play Detroit this week, I believe. I believe they'll get right. He'll get a win. And I'm kind of nervous for my Cowboys going to play Green Bay in Green Bay.
Well,
I'm kind of nervous about it. At least they're coming off a bye week. Zeke's got an extra week to heal up, but he's a bad man.
He's a bad
man.
That's the truth. That's the truth.
He's a bad man. You know what? Quarterback Jesus. I remember when you told me that name. That was during the playoff game when Des Bryant had that, touchdown.
No touchdown. I was like, yo, that's quarterback Jesus, bro. We was at your house.
Yeah. Yep. The quarterback Jesus. And yeah, I turned off that game as soon as I could. Yeah. I don't trust that man, but if you are a Packers fan, trust it.
That's a fact.
If I was the Vikings, I'd be worried still. The 6-1 lead is not big enough. It's not big enough, man.
Yo, you gotta,
not big enough. Maybe that's why they're not talking about the Vikings. You know what I mean? Maybe that's why they're not talking about it.
You got to be in week 17, up 8 games before they start talking about it. That's safe.
Yeah, that's safe because
and even then, it's still 50-50.
He sneaks into the playoffs. He might sneak into the playoffs. Holy shit. I would be worried. Yeah, I'm sorry to cut you off there.
No worries, bro.
Just had to tell you that Green Bay. Yeah, don't worry about that.
Next team out there, bro. The Seahawks beat the G-Men 27-13. I wanted to get this off my chest. My cousin told me that he loves watching the podcast, right? But I have some fucking horrible takes, he tells me. Steven, I have some horrible takes, right? That's what he told me. He said, how in the fucking world can you sit there and say that Geno Smith should be even in the talks of being in the MVP race, right? I didn't say he was going to win the MVP. I said he should be in that conversation. Let's fucking talk about this shit. Right now, the Seahawks are the best. They're the best offensive team in the NFC West. Period. Mm-hmm. All right? Now let's talk about how good Geno Smith is. Coming into the Giants game, Geno Smith led the league in completion percentage.
Yep.
Remember this: Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Aaron Rodgers, all these he led the league in completion percentage.
I think Tom Brady still plays.
Yeah, he still plays. He has 11 touchdowns. He came into that game 13. With 11. Now 13. He left with 13.
13. Yep.
And he's only thrown 3 interceptions.
Just 3. Yep.
Geno Smith is the perfect example, all right, in my opinion, of how quick the NFL team is to get rid of a black quarterback that they feel isn't producing, okay, and giving grace to white quarterbacks. And I know that this might sound a little controversial and shit, but I'm going to explain to you why. They give mid-white quarterbacks a chance. And I'm going to tell you, somebody's going to sit there and be like, well, yo, tell me what mid-quarterback they're giving a chance. Baker Mayfield.
Kirk Cousins.
Mitchell Trubisky. Sam Darnold.
Hold on. I got some too, man. I got some too. Colt McCoy. He's had numerous fucking chances. Daniel Jones. I'm sorry, I had to throw that one in there.
Yeah.
Y'all suck, man. Y'all shouldn't have beat the Jaguars. Y'all suck. But whatever.
I love that one. Yo, but for real, bro.
There's a couple more. Andy Dalton.
Andy Dalton.
Out there playing. Fitzmagic.
Nah, Fitzmagic was pretty good. He was pretty solid, but he was never like a starter unless somebody got injured. Nobody brought him in to start. It was like, we're gonna bring you in to be a backup, and it just so happened that the starter always got hurt, and then he would just ball out.
But you do have to, again, Pete Carroll.
Pete Carroll
knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing.
He definitely does, bro.
He lost Russell Wilson, and he replaced him with
a taller version of Russell Wilson.
Right? Like, am I the only one that sees this? Right?
He has this type of quarterback, bro. A guy who can move in the pocket.
No homo. He's got his type of guy.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, for real. Bro, during this game, my man Geno Smith went 24 for 34. All right, for 212 yards, 2 touchdowns. He was only sacked 3 times and ended up with a QBR of 104, bro. All right? Like, let's just get that shit serious. He could have had 3 touchdowns if Keenan Allen didn't bobble the ball. You know what I mean? Like, he could have had that. You know what I mean? Like, he was gone. You know what I mean? And before I even want to go talk about the Giants, I want to give the Seahawks some love. You know what I mean? I think the Seahawks and the Jets had the best draft in 2022. You know, each team drafted candidates for offensive and defensive rookie of the year. You know, you got Kenneth Walker, who's playing for the Seahawks, who is just absolutely fucking balling. He actually had the game-sealing touchdown against the Giants, put the game away. They had a fucking play that was designed to go to the right. His entire offensive line shifted to the right. He saw it, took 2 steps, realized there was nothing there, swung back to the left, nobody to protect him, and he made like 5 guys miss and scored the touchdown. That's fucking like just completely like just win the game. Like, he juked five guys out of nothing. And for you to do that as a running back with nobody blocking for you, going to the left when everybody's blocking to the right, and you have 3 or 4 guys who have open shots at you, and you're just making a miss, that's fucking ridiculous. And then when he scored, he hit the Thriller dance. You know what I mean? On top of that, going into last week, the man had more rushing touchdowns of 10 yards or more than 28 other NFL teams. That's a rookie. Then they also drafted Tariq Woolen. You know, and he's looking like the NFC version of Sauce Gardner. You know what I mean? And, you know, he's challenging for the best rookie cornerback in the league this season, honestly. The man has 4 interceptions. He had 4 interceptions coming into last game. And he was only allowing 49.7% passer rating against him. The 4 interceptions, he's tied for the lead in the league. You know what I mean? So he's doing some crazy shit. Came up with a big stop to fucking stop the Giants at the end of that game in the third quarter. It was a really big third, you know, drive that they had. My man stopped them really good. You know what I mean? And like I said,
Seahawks look really good.
They did. You know what I mean?
Seahawks look really good. Pete Carroll seems like he's building Legion of Boom Part 2. He's got the quarterback. His offense, his scheme still works.
Yep.
It hasn't changed. NFC West, it hasn't changed. San Francisco, we're looking at you. The Seahawks are better. Seahawks are better than you.
They redrafted.
You got Debo. You got
a better
CMC.
Version. They got a different version of Richard Sherman. I think a more complete version of him. You know, they don't have beast mode. You know what I mean?
No, they don't.
But, you know, this man is fast, bro. Like, he's out there.
That coach is still there.
That coach is still
there. And Geno Smith is playing lights out right now.
That's a fact.
I mean, you look at his passer rating. I read it off to you. Past 6 games here: 104, 105, 82 against Arizona, 139 against New Orleans, 132 against Detroit, beating the teams you're supposed to beat. And I mean, what? 1 interception in those past 6 games?
Steven, you might not like my take, brother. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't.
No, they really don't. Geno Smith is, he is a candidate for MVP.
Fucking love you, bro, but he's a candidate.
He's not flashy. I mean, he's not the big name. He's not the superstar. Who says he can't be, though?
You want to know something? On ESPN this week, Ryan Clark Rex Ryan came out and said, this man is throwing some beautiful balls. Do you know?
Homo.
Do you know? No, yeah, no, I get that. Do you know who is the most accurate quarterback in the NFL right now?
Who's that?
Who doesn't miss targets? 90% of the balls that this guy is throwing is hitting targets. Bro, he hit Geno Smith. He hit DK Metcalf.
Is that him?
He hit DK Metcalf and DK Metcalf dropped the ball. He hit him in the numbers, bro. Beautiful. Like, there's nothing you can say about that, bro. Like, if you do your job, like, you know, and which is he did, he put the ball on his numbers. It's DK's job to catch that. Lockett, he put it on Lockett's hands. It's Lockett's job to catch that. But he's giving them catchable balls, bro. He's putting it on target. That's crazy.
And now you have to say this. Like, you have to say this. These are all dudes that Russell Wilson played with.
Fact.
These are all his wide receivers.
Fact.
He was the problem. He was the problem.
100%.
Maybe he got too cocky, you know?
Well, I think he thinks he's a superstar. You know what I mean? I think
that's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? Like, it's a difference.
Kyrie got suspended, by the way. Kyrie suspended for the next 5 games.
Wouldn't be surprised.
But yeah. So Geno, wow, dude, I'm impressed. I really am impressed. I'm glad he got another shot. You know, it's disappointing. Remember, we were talking about the black quarterbacks. I've always liked Teddy Bridgewater. He 100%. Never really got another shot.
I've always really liked good, bro. He's really good, bro.
He was the Minnesota quarterback for a minute and never really got the shot once he got injured. Like, he never really got a chance to come back. They gave his job away to Kirk Cousins. Like, Bridgewater was better. Like, 100%. What are we doing?
You know, but that's what happens. It's whack.
Teddy B was way better. It is. It's kind of upsetting. It's kind of upsetting, you know?
Now, on the flip side of the game that we're talking about, we're going to talk about how bad the fucking Giants are. Do you know who Pro Football Focus is?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
What they do, for anybody who doesn't know, is they take analytics for the team, right? Mm-hmm. They see how good your rushing game is, your pass game.
Hit me with it.
They hit you with, you know, how your defense is playing, how your special teams is playing. Do you know who is ranked number 32? Do you know who's ranked number 32? The fucking bum-ass Giants.
They suck, man. This is a fake 6-2 team,
bro. The 6-2 Giants are ranked 32nd. They are the worst team in football by the numbers. Like, are you fucking kidding me,
bro? I've told you ever since we've done the podcast and we've talked football. This is not real to me. I can't believe this. The schedule has blessed them. Baby. And, you know, this is all, you know, it's coming to fruition. You're now seeing the light. I'm hoping that you see the light with the Eagles as well, because Eagle fans, you have not played anyone good yet, man.
Bro,
you have not, dude.
We look at the Giants right now, bro.
Talk, man.
Let's look at the Giants right now, bro.
Look at it.
Not only did they get beat this game, but they lost this game. All right, they blew the game. All right, the way that they got to 6-1 is that they weren't making mistakes. All right, you don't make a mistake. You taught me this, and you taught me this when we play Madden. You know, you don't got to be better than the guy that you're playing. You just got to make less mistakes than he does, and they just kept making less mistakes than the other team. And that's why they got to where they're at. But Daniel Jones is fucking terrible, bro. My man was 17 for 31 for 176 yards. He was sacked 5 times, and he finished with a QBR of 71.5.
Let's throw this out there, Vinny. Let's throw this out here. Who was the quarterback before Daniel Jones?
I believe my man. What was that black quarterback's name?
Who was the guy, dude?
I think it was Geno Smith.
Isn't he like one of the best passers in the game right now?
I think he's good. I think so. I think he's kind of good.
I think so too.
And then you got Giant fans. You got the Giant fans who just, bro, they're sitting there talking about like Daniel Jones is going to turn into Eli Manning if they give him a wide receiver 1. Fuck out of here, dude. Fuck out of here, dude. I don't want to talk. I don't want to hear about that nigga. I don't want to hear about that shit, bro. You know, Barkley, you know, Saquon Barkley is a fucking Hall of Fame talent, you know, but he can't be doing this shit on his own. My man has been
didn't save him.
Bro, he's been a superhero, bro. He had 20 rushes for 53 yards and a touchdown. He is an all-world running back, but you cannot win a game doing something like that.
No, you can't.
You can't. And then you got everybody sitting there talking about, oh, Richie James, he fumbled the ball twice on special teams. Bro, that's part of Pro Football Focus. Your special teams is ass too. All right? My man had 2 fumbles, one at the end of the second, and an even bigger fumble in the fourth quarter when they were down by 7 with 6 minutes left, which just, like I said, reinforces the fact that this team is ass any which way you look at it.
Complete and utter trash. This team is horrible. I've been saying it from the jump. Like, I don't know how they're 6-2, and I said that their schedule is weak.
Terrible ass team, bro.
You barely beat the Jaguars. You won the game by 6 inches. You barely beat the Jaguars, bro. Like,
hey,
come on.
Hold on 1 second, bro.
Come on, man.
6 inches.
Yeah,
is a big
my
difference.
bad. Pause.
6 inches is a big difference.
Pause. I mean,
yeah.
all right. Yeah. You know.
But yo, I want to laugh. I want to laugh before I start talking about my team. All right, because if you thought I was hard on the Giants, if you thought I fucking smoked the Knicks, the Jets on fucking real right now, bro. On fucking real. How do you have a better team than the Patriots and still fucking lose? Bro, they have lost 13 straights to these stupid fucking... to this fucking team, dude. 13 straight to the Patriots, bro. You know what I mean? And what even burns me the most out of all 13 losses, bro, is that everybody knew coming into this game the Jets had a better team in every fucking position. The Jets...
But...
oh, my God, bro. In my opinion, bro, the Jets are a playoff team. And the only thing holding them back is Zach Wilson.
Yes. 100%. 100%. You don't have your all-world talent, Breece Hall, right now.
Yeah, I know that, bro. But you know what I mean? I'm sorry.
You don't. I do it.
I taught her how to blow a horn today. Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's okay, mama. Go with mommy.
You don't have Breece Hall right now. You need the running back to take some pressure off of your quarterback. You have to remember Zach Wilson is still a young kid. It's his second year in the league.
No, I'm gonna throw some numbers at you.
To take some pressure.
I'm gonna throw some numbers at you. I'm gonna throw some numbers at you because he just fucking irks the shit out of me, bro. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna tell you what made it even worse. It was at the end of the game when he got fucking spicy with the reporter. Like, bro, you ain't got no right to get spicy with the reporter, bro. Aaron Rodgers has every right to get spicy with reporters. Tom Brady has every right to get spicy with reporters. Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Geno Smith at this point even has every right to do it. You know what I mean? Even he has every right to do it, bro. You are 20 for 41 in this game, right? You passed for 355 yards. All right, you had 2 touchdowns, but you threw 3 interceptions and got sacked twice. He had a QBR of 64.6, bro. My man, watching this game, bro, watching it with my eyes, like just reading you off those numbers and watching this game were 2 different things. Because reading off the numbers made it seem like the game was better than it really was. It made it seem like, oh, he had a decent game. No, motherfucker, you didn't have a decent game. You were thinking that I don't know who you thought you were. You probably thought you were like some guy in the Wild Wild West. You were jumping, throwing, you were sidearm throwing. Like, bro, no. Aside from the Pittsburgh game, where he had an amazing fourth quarter, Zach Wilson is 61 for 117. That's 52% accuracy in passing. He's got 770 yards, 5 interceptions, and a QBR of 58.
Wow. Okay.
How the fuck can we win? How? Bro, you got the coach chirping all week. Yo, I need you to get here early. It's the Pats. It's the biggest game in the last 7 years. Da-da-da-da. We need you guys to rip. We need you to do this. And this fucking guy comes out here and he's absolute ass.
Because the coach knows. The coach knows it's a big game. Zach Wilson, I mean, man. I like the kid. He's got flashes of greatness. Like he shows you sometimes that, he can do it. you have to remember that's Bill Belichick across the field,
bro.
one of the greatest defensive minds in the game.
I get you,
You
bro.
have to remember this.
I get you,
You have
bro.
to remember this.
I'm watching the game, and he's got his guys open in the flat. I don't need you to go out there and win the game at this point in your career. I just need you to go out there and not lose it.
100%. I get it, man. It's just you gotta. You don't have Breece Hall, man.
Bro,
you really need this running back, man.
The only good thing that happened this week was that this man decided to target Garrett Wilson. He targeted him 7 times. He got 6 balls and fucking had 115 yards. He was balling. He was balling. And then I look at it and I'm like, well, Elijah Moore has a right to be upset because look, as soon as they started targeting Garrett Wilson, my man is balling. Maybe you should start spreading the ball around a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Maybe you
let
start
everybody 100%.
And now Bill Belichick's probably said there, and now he's laid the blueprint for all of the NFL to beat the Jets. Pack the box and let Zach Wilson beat you.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean that's how I would beat the Jets. Is I would stop the run and let Zach Wilson throw the ball. Of course, I would do that with every team. I mean, if you want to beat the Giants, that's how you do it. That's what the Cowboys did. Stack that box up and try to let Daniel Jones beat you. You have, you think? So you think now that maybe the Jets go after a quarterback in this year's draft?
I mean, I wouldn't. I would trade for the homeboy in Las Vegas, Derek Carr.
Derek Carr.
I'm not trying to build no other guy, bro. I'm not trying to build no other guy. Give me a guy who's a solid quarterback. I don't need you to be
established.
Give me a guy who's fucking solid that can win. That's all I need. Put us in the position to not lose.
What about Deshaun Watson?
Nah, fuck him.
It's not bad. I mean, he's got a horrible reputation.
He's with the Browns right now, bro. They just signed him.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying,
I wouldn't trade for him. Not in New York.
He might not want to be there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it.
He might not want to. I mean, so you're saying not to go draft another quarterback. You want somebody already established. You want somebody that's already. Okay, I mean that's tough, man. I mean, maybe when Trey Lance is back, maybe go out and get Jimmy Garoppolo.
I would do it.
He's a game manager.
He's not going to lose
He's
the
a game manager. He's a game manager.
Yeah, I would do it. You know what I mean?
I can see that happening.
I would do it, and I would make Zach Wilson sit his ass right behind him. Sit your ass right behind him. Learn how to manage a game. Just don't fuck up. That's all I'm asking from you. You got all the tools. Just don't fuck up. Learn how to not fuck up.
I mean, you know what I mean? It's interesting. I think the Raiders, Derek Carr is a definite option, especially where their season is headed.
Correct.
At the trade deadline, something should open up. I think the Jets should jump all over them. They're 6-3 right now.
The trade deadline is done.
Oh, that's right. Shit.
I can't trade for him anymore.
My bad.
It's done.
That shit passed already.
It's done.
Yeah, that shit passed already. My bad. I forgot about it. I was talking about it already.
Yeah.
I guess hey, playing with house money. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens with the Jets.
You know what I mean?
You still got sauce. You still got a defense. You still got a top defense in the league. Defense will win you some games. Zach Wilson still has time to learn. You're in a tough division with Buffalo and Miami playing the way they are, but a wild card spot is it's still there for you to take.
I mean, we shall see. In the words of the blind man when he told the deaf woman, he said, "Let's see." I mean, she ain't hear him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But yeah, they just got on my nerves.
You never know, man. You never know. I get it. I mean, I could tell you're frustrated. I mean, for Jets fans, it's been like this for years. Quarterback position has always been a spot where the Jets have always just lacked. I mean, they've always had a top defense. It seems like it's perennial. They have a top defense. Great defensive line always. You've had Sheldon Richardson, Leonard Williams. You've had Muhammad Wilkerson. You've always had a tough defense. Darrelle Revis. You've always had a tough defense.
Tonio Cromartie.
So Tonio Cromartie. Wow, didn't he have like 15 kids? Whatever.
I mean, they all still alive, so he has like 15 kids.
My bad. I mean, it was. I remember hearing about it. He had like 15 kids. But yeah, I mean, you've always had a tough defense. It's always been quarterback's always been an issue for the Jets. Unfortunately, you've let Geno and Teddy Bridgewater walk out the door.
100%. They should have never let Bridgewater walk out.
Oh my God, dude! I'm a big fan of Bridgewater. Yeah. You have no idea. No idea. I'm a big fan of Bridgewater. But yeah.
Speaking about quarterbacks who are doing it up, how about them Cowboys?
How about them Cowboys?
My man, they won 49-29, bro. 49-29, bro.
I'm gonna stop, and I'm gonna tell you. I told you this was gonna happen.
I don't even
I told you when Cooper Rush was out there, and everybody was like, "Oh, it's rush hour." Oh my God! And I'm like, I knew what I had back there. No.
Dogs. No. We're not even gonna talk about the defense right now. We know how good they are.
We shouldn't have to. Shouldn't have to, especially when the Cowboys go out and score the most points by any team in the NFL.
That's a fact. There's only one team that has scored 49 points this year, and that team is the Cowboys. They scored 6 touchdowns, settled for 0 field goals. They were 9-11 on third down, 82%, which is like the best that they've had in like the last 20 or 30 years, which is fucking ridiculous, bro. If you go 9 for 11 on third down, there's no team that's really going to beat you, bro. I'm going to be honest with you. You know what I mean? Dak was 21 for 27 for 225 yards. He had 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, 1 sack, but he had a QBR of 114. I'm really sorry that I even brought up a quarterback controversy. There ain't no controversy.
I tried to tell you.
That shit was not a controversy.
There never was.
The only controversial.
I told you this at the beginning.
The only thing that was controversial was me bringing that up. Fuck out of here.
I told you this in the beginning. I mean, not only you're not the only one that brought this up. It was all over sports media. Everybody kept talking about it. Oh, there's a quarterback controversy in Dallas. Maybe it goes back to being, racial. Maybe it does. I don't want to say it, but maybe it does. We want that white quarterback in there. It's not the move, man. Dak Prescott he's that dude.
It definitely ain't the move, bro. It definitely ain't the move, bro.
He's that dude. Jerry Jones had he knew what he was doing.
Let me tell you,
he knew what he was doing. That's
I'm gonna give big kudos. I'm gonna give big kudos to the Cowboys. You know what I mean? Through 8 weeks, they 6-2. Right? Mm-hmm. They played 6 of their first 8 games without their quarterback one. All right. During that 6-2 record, they are 2-1 in the division. They're 3-1 in the conference. And honestly, bro, I don't think there's any team in the NFL who actually deserves a bye week more than them right now. Those motherfuckers are tired. Their defense is super tired.
Yep.
I mean, let's just talk about it, yo. Your man, Micah Parsons, is just an absolute fucking monster. This man was held by the Bears like 700 times, bro. Every snap, pretty much, he was held. Nobody was calling anything because they were like, "Yo, bro, we just can't do it." It's like when the little brother you're playing is like playing basketball against his big brother, and he's fouling the shit out of the big brother, and the dad is the ref. Like, bro, I'm not gonna call it. Bro. He needs every advantage he can. Yeah. No, not call you all. I'm gonna call it. That's not a foul. What you mean that's not a foul? It's not a foul. I know for a fact it's a foul, but I'm not calling it because
you're gonna pull him aside. Yo, let him eat.
Chill. You know what I mean? Not only that, but the man scored the first touchdown of his career, off of a fumble,
Scoop and score, baby.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And he was rumbling and stumbling, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even know the man played running back. He was like,
bro, jukes and everything. But I couldn't believe Justin Fields didn't touch him. Jumped right over Micah.
I mean, I understand why.
He's not trying to hurt himself or anything. Not trying to hurt Micah. I get it.
No, not Micah. Still, he didn't want to hurt himself, bro.
Yeah, let's be honest. He didn't want to hurt himself or hurt Micah because Micah was in a vulnerable position right there.
Bro, it don't matter. It don't matter how Justin Fields hit him.
He could have put his hand on him.
Yeah, it don't matter how Justin Fields hit him. He would have got hurt. Yeah, Micah would have been like, "Yo, what are you doing, dude?" And then last episode, I was telling you about Zeke and about him eating and what do you think you should do. I mean, the Cowboys right now, bro, the fucking production that they got out of Tony Pollard was ridiculous, bro.
No,
14
I know.
carries for 131 yards and 3 TDs, bro. That's fucking production on the cheap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, how much is Zeke making a year? Like 12 million, some shit like that.
Yes.
My man is making 900,000.
Yeah. All right.
He's outplaying that dude.
You need them both, though.
You do, 100%. I'm not telling. I'm not here to tell you. This is not the quarterback controversy. I'm just saying, like, that is some serious. Like,
Yeah, I understand. I
how
understand.
Jerry Jones is a master at that shit, bro. Like, for you to pick up Zeke and then pick up Tony Pollard and then sit there and have Zeke as your fucking bruising back and Tony Pollard as the guy that you have dancing around, that's just amazing. You know what I mean? The production he's getting from those guys.
Did you not see Zeke cheering him on?
He did. Yo, I mean, I would cheer him on too, bro. You know what I mean?
Cheering him on. I mean, Zeke. Why would Zeke have any hatred toward the guy? You know what? You're getting paid. I'm getting paid.
Yeah,
I'm
bro,
cool.
I'm cool. You're not taking my job because they need both of us.
All Zeke wants to do is win.
That's a fact.
And I told you this. I've told you this when you told me, do you think these dudes are out for their own numbers? I don't think so, man. I think they want to see each other.
I think Zeke was out for his own numbers prior to him getting
starting to see it.
I think he was out. I think he was out for his own numbers prior to him getting the contract.
Deal.
I think once he got his deal, I think he was just like, "Yo, this is all good. We're good. Don't worry about it."
I think. I mean, everybody knows that the NFL running back does not last long in this league. You know what I mean? You have a shelf life of maybe 5 or 6 years when you're good. I know Zeke is on the decline right now.
100%. He hit the hill.
He's getting paid for what he did. You know what I mean?
Jerry Jones did the right thing.
Yeah, he did the right thing. He's smart. He did the right thing. Right now, you know, I mean, I saw what Tony Pollard did. I told you, you know, you should scoop him up this week. I knew he was going to have a big game with Zeke not being there, and he did against a horrible Bears defense. And my thing is, dude, these dudes are rooting for each other.
There they are.
You can see it. You can see it. This team is gelling. This team looks like a team.
Do you know who I owe a big apology to? Trayvon Diggs. You know what I mean? Like I'm sitting here, right? So I'm like, all right. So what are we going to talk about? You know what I mean? What are we going to talk about with the Cowboys and how good their defense is? Let me just go take a look at this. So I went doing some digging. My man Trayvon Diggs has more interceptions in his first.
Is that pun intended or no?
No. For real.
No pun intended? No pun intended. You went digging for Diggs?
Yeah. You know, this man has more interceptions in his first 35 games than any other player in NFL history. You know what I mean? And that's crazy. You know what I mean? And I feel like the only reason why I was getting at Trayvon Diggs the other day is because I still think that, you know, even though he has more interceptions than anybody, you know, in the beginning of his career,
gives up the big play.
I feel like he can be better. Like, and that's a scary thing.
Yeah, he can be better. He gives up the big play. I get it. Everybody says it, you know, but it's like, damn, why do y'all keep coming at the man? Like, let's not look at what he does. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know why media is like that. You know what I mean? And I'm not like that. You know, all right, it's my team. I get it. But why are we coming at this dude for giving up the big play when this year, like I told you the other day, he gives up the big play, but it's usually just he gives it up one time. And it's like after that, he learns from it.
That's a fact.
And, you know, he plays to his teammates too. You know what I mean? He plays to his teammates. The safety's going to help him out. He understands that. He's a ball hawker. The dude goes out there looking. He doesn't look to swat that ball away.
Nah.
He's looking to break up the pass play by getting in there and catching the ball himself.
That's a fact.
And you look at his numbers.
He wants that blue flag. He wants that blue flag.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He wants the ball. He wants the ball. He wants to score a touchdown.
Now,
that's what it looks like to me.
Let me ask you a question. You know what I mean? Because now we're sitting there talking about, you know, the Dallas Cowboys and their defense. What team do you believe has the scariest defense at this moment in time? Is it the Cowboys?
Other than my Cowboys?
Is it the Cowboys? Is it the Bills? Is it the Eagles? Is it the Broncos? You know what I mean? Like, which one do you think? I'm gonna just lay it out for you real quick, right? I'm gonna lay it out because I want you to hear it. Because at this point in time, I don't have a dog in this fight, right? So the Cowboys, they have 33 sacks and 12 takeaways this year. All right,
most sacks in the league.
Yep. The Bills are are first in points allowed. I mean, points, not allowed. I'm sorry. They allow the least amount of points. They're number one team in that. They allow the least amount of yards. They're number one in that. They allow the least amount of running yards, and they're number one in interception average. So they're balling out right there. The Eagles D line is fucking disrespectful. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're sitting there. You've got Hassan Reddick. You've got Brandon Graham. You got Fletcher Cox, and now Robert Quinn. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Like, you are looking at a serious team, and they have 15 takeaways this season. You know what I mean? Like, they have 15 takeaways, and then the Broncos, as shitty as the Broncos are with Russell Wilson there. I always say this guy, Russell Westbrook, bro. It doesn't fail, bro. But as shitty as Russell Wilson has played, bro, you know what I mean? Their defense is still the quickest at getting to the quarterback. They get to the quarterback in 3.8 seconds. Like, they don't give your quarterback a time to breathe, and that's why quarterbacks are usually getting out there. So, what's cool? You go back and you look at all their games, nobody's really lit them up for any amount of points. They just can't outscore them right now. Their offense is the problem, it's not their defense. Their defense keeps them in the game. So who do you think, personally, is the scariest defense in the NFL?
It's, I love my Cowboys, but you have to say the Bills. The Bills, you can't score on them. You can't run on them. And they're out there ball hawking. I mean, numbers speak for itself. I'll always go by the numbers.
Do you want to know
if I have to rank defenses, I'd go Bills, Cowboys, then Eagles. You know what I mean? That's how, Broncos aren't in it for me. But yeah, that's how I'd rank it right now.
Do you want to know what's scary about the Bills? Do you want to know what's scary about the Bills? 95% of their defensive snaps come in nickel.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Jesus Christ.
Bro.
That's a good team, man. You got Von Miller.
Like, think about it. Like, you have to sit there. Like, I just shot that stat out at you, right? And I didn't know this, but it happened. Like, 97% of my company is in Buffalo. They're all Buffalo Bill fans. You know what I mean? And they came out and told me, they were like, yo, bro, these dudes are always in nickel. Like, it's crazy how good they are, and they're always in nickel. And I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. You mean to tell me that these dudes
come out nickel
always have mad cornerbacks and the safeties out? Like, they don't got. They're like, yeah, bro.
Von Miller's a big nigga.
Yeah, bro, but still, number one in not allowing any yards or rushing yards with nickel.
It's impressive. It's
you know
impressive,
what I mean? Like, that's crazy.
That's impressive.
For those of you who don't know what nickel is the defense you throw out when you want to stop the pass.
Yes, nickel, dime, quarter. Those are all pass defenses.
You know what I mean? So these guys are out here.
What it basically is more corners, more safeties on the field than linebackers and linemen, because you want to play like a bear defense to stop the run.
Yeah,
and 4-3 defense.
4-3 defense stop the run. Yeah, you know what I mean. Things of that nature.
Yeah. Yes. 3-4, 4-3. Whatever. But yeah, that's an impressive stat. I've seen the Bills play, especially me living upstate. That's what's on TV. Yeah, I've seen them play. I mean, they still have trouble with
the
Patrick
run.
Mahomes, but whatever. They still have trouble with Patrick Mahomes. So.
I mean, Kelsey, Travis Kelsey made fun of him the other day too. Told him Kermit the Frog.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was pretty hilarious. I thought that was pretty funny. But, right now, when it comes to fantasy football, this is buy-mageddon. You know what I mean? You got like 6 or 7 teams on buys. The majority of every team you're playing, they're going to be on buys, bro. Also, Rashad Bateman, he is out for the season. So
Injured.
Yeah. He's gone.
Oh, my God. He's gone. Yeah.
And there's another dude, I forgot who popped up. He's also gone for the season. He's a running back, one of the best running backs that you should have drafted. I think he's on your team, is he?
Which one?
I forgot the running back's name. I'm gonna hit you. I'll probably drop it in the description. But yeah, I'll probably drop that in the description. But right now, you know what I mean? If you have to pick up people to make up for any loss that you have, I'm gonna say with Robbie Anderson and B Hopkins on the outside, I like Rondé Moore in the slot for the Cardinals. He's going to get some big points because, everybody is going to be focused on on Robbie because Robbie can fly, and then we all know who the best receiver on that team is. That's Hopkins.
DeAndre.
Yeah, it's a fact.
Yeah,
And
how good is this man? I'm sorry, but how good is this man? Like he's old, but he still does what he does. You know what I mean? Like
he doesn't,
D Hopkins, bro, is
bro.
amazing to me.
He's always been amazing, bro. Like that's the thing.
For a
He
while,
runs,
longevity.
bro, because you know what it is, bro. Some of these dudes, if you're fast, you only rely on your speed. You know what I mean? But this dude, he has good route running ability. He gets good separation. He has great hands. He's amazing at toe tapping. Like the dude is just good. Like he's an all around receiver. He's just amazing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then, during this bye season, you know what I mean? Let's just say you only have
Bye
one
week,
quarterback. Let's just say you have one, your league has with one quarterback or both your quarterbacks are on bye. I would look for Justin Fields. I know we just, pretty much said the Bears suck. But because the Bears suck, he's going to get to run the ball. He's going to get to, do a lot of different things. He can get you a lot of points, just like that dude over there at the Saints. But I think they have a bye week as well. So that's why I would say, if you're going to pick up anybody this week, look up for Rondé Moore and Justin Fields. Justin Fields is the number 11th ranked quarterback in fantasy right now.
You got to look up also. I have Montgomery for the Bears as a running back, but Khalil Herbert had a huge game for the Cowboys against the Cowboys last week. So, look at him as well. He's the second running back there in Chicago. He had a huge game. I mean, I liked what I saw out there, and I think you're going to see more of him over Montgomery coming up soon, which is why I am not starting Montgomery this week.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
You know what I mean? Like the writing's on the wall there for me. I was like, "Ooh, all right,
though.
maybe this guy needs to be be sat down for a minute, till this clears up." You know what I mean?
Fact. Let's just wait till the smoke clears.
I have Rashad Bateman as a wide receiver on my team. Thank God I'm not dependent on him because I draft smart. That I also have, CeeDee Lamb, Chris Olave. Some of us aren't blessed, with that. I had the number one pick in this league. And of course, I picked up Jonathan Taylor because I didn't want to look like an idiot. And I'm looking like an idiot because Jonathan Taylor's not producing. I should have went with Cooper Kupp.
I think that's the guy. I think that's the guy I was talking about. I think that's the guy who's injured for the rest of the year.
Jonathan Taylor?
I think they put him on IL. I think they put him on IL for the rest of the year.
No, he's not. No, he just didn't make Thursday's practice. Oh, no, he's not. He's fine. Oh shit. I hope not. I got to look at that more. God damn it. Oh man. But I also picked up last week Tyler Boyd because Jamar Chase is injured. So he's also someone you should be looking at and rostering in your leagues.
He's gone for the season as well.
Yeah, so I had Tyler Boyd. So, lucky me. I had him. Juju Smith-Schuster is one of the other guys I had. But I saw someone on the waiver wire that I liked, and I'll bring him up right now. And that's Joshua Palmer for the Chargers. Chargers have some injuries going on right now, like most teams do. You have Keenan Allen, who's out this week, and Joshua Palmer will step up, and I think he's going to have a big game this week. So if you need a wide receiver, especially with Rashad Bateman out and with Mageddon going on, Joshua Palmer of your Chargers is someone you should look at with Justin Herbert slinging the ball the way he is this year.
Let's get it. Let's
definitely
get it.
Let's definitely get it.
So yeah, everybody, I hope you guys enjoyed, I hope you guys enjoyed episode 4.
Yes.
We definitely will be doing this again next week. We try to stay on Wednesdays. I do want to let you know that next week we do have a guest that will be here. That is my boy Matthew Hardy, former semi-pro rugby player. We definitely have some questions for him. Definitely look forward to speak to him, get his take on sports in general, and I really want to know what the difference between rugby and football really is. You know what I mean? Like obviously you can see it.
Is it no pads?
Yeah, that's how we would say. You know what I mean? Like you would sit there and be like, what's the difference between cricket and baseball? Oh, there's no glove and the bat is flat. You know what I mean? Like that's the difference.
Yeah.
But there could be some things. There could be some things that we don't know. Obviously, I definitely want to get.
I did have some questions for you about football.
Oh, ask away, brother.
So you got Deshaun Watson had just got signed. I know he's not going to play till maybe week 13, week 14 or so.
Mm-hmm.
I remember Deshaun Watson being amazing. Do you think he's still going to be amazing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Uh,
So, and if you have the roster spot, the availability, I would think about picking up Deshaun Watson if you're lacking a quarterback.
yeah.
He should be able to light it up down there in Cleveland. Also, where do you think Odell's going?
I don't know.
There's a lot of talk. I mean, the Cowboys were in on Brandon Cooks the last minute, couldn't get a deal done
He
because of
may go to the
money.
Cowboys. That would be hilarious because Giant fans would fucking hate OBJ.
He's come out and said he loves Dallas, and Jerry Jones come out and said he loves Odell. But
Let's be honest.
I think it's interesting. It's worth the
honestly,
watch.
bro, if I'm a free agent, you know what I mean? I'm gonna say I love every team.
Well, I mean, if you're a free agent, like Odell, I think he did the right move last year. The move I thought he would do, and that's to go to a contender, and you try to pick who you think is going to win that Super Bowl, and he picked it right. I think you do it again if you were Odell Beckham. You
100%.
say, all right, who can I make better? You know what I mean? Like
100.
if I was him, I'd be looking at Buffalo, I'd be looking at Philly, I'd be looking at Dallas. Those three teams.
Bro,
Or go over there and play with this man on Patrick Mahomes. Why not?
I can see
You know
him
what I
doing
mean?
one of those. I can see him doing that. Or Aaron Rodgers might sit there and be like, "Yo, I just need a wide receiver, dogs, please."
Yeah, but if you're Odell Beckham, you got to be saying your defense ain't that good, bro. I'm sorry.
You know he gonna feed
But
you.
especially, yeah. So with Josh Allen, you know what I mean?
Nah, but he's not gonna get fed over Stephon Diggs.
Yeah, but still, you know what I mean? Like, they gotta cover Stephon Diggs. You know what I mean? I know they're gonna cover Odell too, but still, like Odell coming out the slot is kind of dangerous. You know what I mean?
Not kind of.
Same thing if he goes.
Super.
Same thing if he goes to Philly. You know what I mean? Same thing if he goes to Philly.
Any one of these teams
AJ
could
Brown
use him.
out there, bro.
Any one of these.
Yeah, any one of these teams can use him. But if I was Odell, I mean, yeah, man, I was worried about that. I'm just wondering about it all week. Like, where's Odell gonna go? Because that kind of worries me big time.
Facto. Look forward for some episodes that we have coming through. As the NBA season starts to progress, there's a lot of things that I want to talk about. I'm sure there's a lot of things that Izzy wants to talk about. And it won't be just limited to, basically what's happening now. There's going to be some things that we speak about from back in the day, not back in the day, because I'm not that fucking old, but things that I feel
we are going to be
relevant.
doing the GOAT debate. You know?
We definitely will be doing the GOAT debate. We're going to be doing, the second best shooting guard debate. You got some people out there talking about D Wade. You got some people out there talking about Kobe. So we got that. We're going to have a lot of things that we speak about. But for the most part, brother, it's always a pleasure, getting on
100%.
talking sports with you. It's one of the highlights of my week. If at any point in time we do not drop a podcast and there's a week between it, it will be because I am having, well, not me, my wife is having her second child. We're having our second child. So if we go a week by, it's not because we don't have material. It's literally because I had a kid.
Check Twitter.
Yes,
Check
sir.
Twitter.
Check Twitter. You see the names right here, brother. I look forward to speaking to you again. As always, it's been fantastic, bro. But, at the end of the day, man, take it easy. And if it's easy, take it 2 times, brother.
All right, West, yo. I got to get out of here. Go get some sleep.
Let's get it. Later, brother.
Yeah. Later, man.